out of 10 cats, Wolford's finest, it's Patsy Palmer. It's Jack on your box, Jack Whitehall. And their team captain, John Richardson. And facing them tonight, it's him off the news, Krishnan Guru Murthy. Stand up, it's Joe Wilkinson. And their team captain, Sean Locke. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy Carr.
Welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, kissing someone for a minute burns 2.6 calories? You know what? Paolo says he's a personal trainer, but I'm starting to think he's just making it up as he goes along. 48% of businesses have banned their staff from using Facebook and Twitter. Sounds reasonable, but it's a nightmare for everyone who works at Facebook and Twitter. And, according to a poll, 35 is too old to wear a miniskirt. That is sexist nonsense. 35 is fine to wear a miniskirt, but 36, Jesus wept. The only thing covering those legs should be a coffin. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. We've teamed up with a leading polling organisation, and they've asked the British nation what stories they've been discussing this week. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 3 most popular talking points. John, Patsy and Jack, what have the nation been talking about this week?
Is it Wimbledon?
Did you go this week?
I went to Eastbourne.
You went to Eastbourne?
It was really good.
Really? So you went to Eastbourne, not Wimbledon?
You have a problem with your sat-nav?
It was a really brilliant match. I saw Venus Williams.
How did you cope with the screaming?
Screaming where? In Eastbourne?
At the tennis, when they hit it and they...
Screaming? Grunting?
They're trying to ban it, aren't they? They're trying to ban the noises.
Yeah, they are. They said this week it was OK, it was better for concentration and stability to grunt.
I have to watch it with the sound down. I can't be doing with it. If you turn the sound down and do your own noises, like boink, boink. I imagine that the ball boys are little gremlins, and then when they come out to get a ball, I go...
Can I hear the gremlin noise again?
Sometimes I go, my ball, my ball, my ball. They've taken all the fun out of it, though. One of the first things they did this week, when it rained, because they can still play, but they closed Henman Hill, because they didn't want people sliding down. And again, more fun than tennis. Like, they should just have a camera, posh old lady with a tray full of Pims, just trying to get across the... Far better than tennis.
Joe, do you watch the tennis?
Yeah, well, no.
I used to watch it, but yeah, it's the same thing. It's just different people winning. It's the same every time. Oh, you won that one.
Does anyone think Andy Murray's going to win?
Of course he's not going to win. We always go through this shit every year. He's never going to win. Read the news like that. Oh, this is bollocks. Not reading that. Move on.
Well, it'd be good. It'd be a breath of fresh air if the news was read like this.
I'd love that.
Afghanistan, yada, yada, yada.
The thing that did annoy me was that Andy Murray takes his top off a lot. And, like, he's obviously proud of his body, isn't he? Which annoys me. If he had my body, he wouldn't do it.
Because if he had your body, yeah. I don't know whether he'd be playing there.
Well, because I get changed like I'm an old woman on the beach. With like a towel up, kind of like that. So I find that sort of quite offensive when people sort of go, oh, is the camera still on?
Yeah. I don't think he physically looks that impressive, Andy Murray. That always strikes me as like Nadal is like...
Why does he take his top off?
Yeah.
He doesn't do it during the game.
What, has he actually got
Afterwards, it's not in the middle of a point, just woo! Like that. He waits and then takes it off.
If it goes for extra time, it's just in his pants.
I always think he looks a mess, because, like, Nadal is incredible. Like, he's just a physical Adonis. And Andy Murray looks like a heroin addict that's shoplifted a JD Sports. He's pathetic. And, like, when you see him next to Nadal is just the perfect man, because he's really strong. He's got these big pistons of arms, but then a really nice little boyish face, sort of very hamsterish features. Like, imagine if you were with Nadal, he'd be like 2 hours of, like, rampant, ferocious sex, and then afterwards, Just make you Eggs Benedict.
Does anyone... Do you fancy a game of Who's Got a Crush on Nadal? Anyone fancy a game? Oh, look, I've won. Let's have a look and see whether Wimbledon is one of the most talked about things this week. The most talked about thing this week? It's week 1 of Wimbledon. If Andy Murray is crowned Wimbledon champion, it'll be an incredible day for tennis, tinged only with the sadness that Federer, Nadal and Djokovic all dropped dead in the same tournament. Sean, Christian and Joe, what else have the nation been talking about?
The Greek economy. The bailout, the riots in Greece. They've been rioting about the austerity measures that are being imposed. And they couldn't control the rioters. I thought they'd have used the hummus cannon. Spray them with hummus, and in the sun it'd dry quickly and they'd be stuck like that. Taking a very light-hearted approach to that serious problem they've got in Greece.
Christian, you're like a proper grown-up newsreader. Tell us what's going on in Greece.
They're screwed, basically. I mean, they're...
Get to us straight. Don't sugarcoat it for us.
Yeah, they've got massive debts that they can't service, and they need another bailout.
Have they thought of going to maybe Wonga.com?
How much do they owe?
Total debts are €355 billion.
355 billion?
Yeah.
There's got to be a point where you start opening your statements and go...
The thing is, if we bail them out, it might cost Britain about £1 billion. If they go bust, it'll cost Britain a hell of a lot more than that.
But he's not doing it, is he? He's having none of it, David Cameron. He's saying no.
He's saying no.
He's saying no.
Leave it, it's not worth it.
But then in another statement the next day, he said, maybe.
We should be a little bit wary as well of, like, dishing out the money too soon, because I've done a little bit of research, right? Eurovision Song Contest, Greece gave us 2 points. 2 points. They gave 12 points to Azerbaijan. So now they're coming here, oh, can we have a little bit of money? Well, how about you get your money off your best friend's Azerbaijan? You can't, because you don't know what Azerbaijan is. Well, you should have thought of that when you didn't give any points to Lee Ryan. Bitches. They should love Blue. Anthony Costa, he's Greek and he pissed on a cash machine. That sums up their country.
Money back though in the local community, because I've just been to Corfu, and at the bottom of the hill, the villa where we stayed, there was a little supermarket called Aphrodite Supermarket.
Right.
And she was charging £2.50 for a tin of baked beans.
Cheeky bitch!
At least they're all trying to get the money, claw it back.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm just going to check in with the man from Channel 4 News and see if... That sounds like they might be getting the money back. Yeah. Have you heard the latest? Because I don't know what... So, 355 billion. What's 355 billion minus... Was it £2.50?
No.
I mean, you know there's other food in Greece other than beans. Like...
I didn't buy the beans. I just noticed
You didn't buy the beans, but they priced you out of buying beans.
Yeah, I just thought that is a liberty, Aphrodite.
That is a liberty. You can take the girl out of Walford, but you can't.
I think the Greeks have cooked the best food I've ever had. Have you had a gyros? It's like a kebab, but they put the chips in it and roll it up, and it's just... You've blown my mind. No one thought of that. They put the chips in it and then they roll it up.
I've never seen you this passionate.
Oh. Maybe you didn't look me in the eye anymore when we make love.
Final decision rests with John. John, should we bail out Greece?
I don't think we should, because I don't understand how a country can go bankrupt. I just don't... it's one of those things I want to see it happen, just to know what it looks like.
Well, it's £55 to get to Ireland. Go and have a look. Let's have a look and see whether Greece was one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, indeed. Yes, this is the news that Greece is facing economic meltdown. Economists have described the situation in Greece as hairy. So, no change there, then. Fingers on buzzers. One thing still to get.
Cheryl Cole did a message this week saying, oh, I'm so looking forward to going home and spending some time with my doggies. And apparently it turns out by doggies she means Ashley Cole's testicles. And then they said they're going to get back together because they're both getting a bit old and they want to have babies. We need to step in and go, no, no. Absolutely not.
Do you want to just take a moment and look down the camera and ask Cheryl Cole out?
If you're watching, Cheryl, I'll have a go. I'll give it a...
She's incredible. I saw her at Royal Variety and she took my breath away. She's so beautiful. She was like even fitter than Nadal and she was so sexy.
She's so small.
Petite.
She's not that small, though.
She is. She's really, really small, like really tiny. I couldn't believe it.
She is testament to how far you can travel on looks, isn't she? I mean, if you're that beautiful, that's how far you can travel, because she's got no talent. I mean, there's tortoises with more talent than her. You can wedge a door open with a tortoise.
When Cheryl Cole got sacked from American X Factor, it divided the Channel 4 newsroom right down the middle as to whether it was a story for us or not. And
I bet Snow was all over it.
John was very anti.
Yeah.
We actually did a report that we were going to run. John was so angry about it that he didn't shut up on his interviews. So he talked the whole programme out and we didn't have time to run the piece.
So that's because
he got his own way.
That's because he doesn't like Cheryl Cole, he's more into Kimberly from Girls Aloud.
Yeah. Well, what do you make of this Cheryl Cole thing?
He wants to get back with her, right? That's right. He wants to get back.
I reckon.
Well, if he does, he says he's serious about it, and I thought if you're serious about it, do what I did when I sort of tried to woo my missus. I bought, I made her dinner, chicken Kiev, but not normal chicken Kiev. Not the ones from Mark's. They're a bit more expensive. Yeah, they're about £4. But if he really wants her,
Yeah.
Yeah, you just spend a little bit more, do peas.
Yeah.
I'm no expert, but, I got her.
Did you do that romantic thing? Because I do a romantic thing with chicken Kiev, is I get the chicken Kiev, and then I'll give her a straw, and me a straw, and we pierce the chicken Kiev, and she sucks the fluid out together. Do you do that?
Yeah, until one of us, our eyes water.
Then we're both sick.
Yeah. And then it's an early night.
Yeah. She's gone back into that house. Apparently she's gone back to the house where he's lived as a single man for a year. Imagine the DNA in there. he's probably got guttering around the bed.
I can tell you Cheryl Cole's not in the top 3. In a statement, Cheryl said, "I've had the weirdest past few weeks. I wouldn't even know how to begin to tell you all about it. Went to America, got fired, came home." It's not rocket science, is it, Pet? OK, fingers on buzzers, one more thing to get.
Government U-turns?
Oh, yes, yeah, they've done that again.
Government U-turn. There have been 2 government U-turns this week. There's the obvious U-turn over sentencing policy.
Because Ken Clark said we're going to halve sentences if you say you did it.
Yeah.
Which sounds like a reasonable offer. It's almost worth saying you did something.
Yeah. Well, Ken Clark's been dubbed by the Sun. They call him the paedophile's friend, which sounds like the strongest mint in the world. When you take your suck one, it clears your hard drive.
I can tell you it's not the U-turn on prison sentences. Have another guess.
Olympic tickets. I got my Olympic tickets.
You got
Did
them?
you?
Yeah, I got all my Olympic tickets. Cost me £28,000. I've got 12 tickets for the 100 metres final. Just me.
Are you just going to...
I'm not going to leave them empty. I'm just going to lie down. I'm taking a couple of dogs with me. And my blind nan. And I did get a couple of Olympic tickets, actually.
What did you get tickets to?
I got 2 tickets for weightlifting, one of the big finals, they had the real super heavyweights, and I got Greco-Roman wrestling. Oh. Quite sort of macho. I wanted gymnastics, couldn't get any of those.
Is that because you're on a register?
No.
I'm worried about finding the events as well. They're holding the shooting in Hackney. Now, if you ask around Hackney for a shooting, you're getting met with a wall of silence. Like, have you seen the shooting? I ain't heard nothing, bro.
The cabbies are already threatening to go on strike because they're not going to be allowed to use certain lanes. I think it's more news if cabbies are excited about something. Like if you got in a cab and a cabbie went, "All right, mate, yeah, really looking forward to the Olympics. Only be a bit of traffic, but it's a global event, so you've got to look beyond the traffic and chat."
That's how you talk. Who? Me? Yeah.
Who, me or my husband? there's a cab driver and my dad and my brother. Do they all talk like that? All right, mate. No.
Guys, you know you just said that in your voice. Is everyone in your family a cab driver?
Yeah.
My granddad was a cab driver. He claimed to fame as he said he drove through the Blitz. I remember thinking to myself, who was driving round with a light on during the Blitz?
Let's have a look and see whether the Olympics is one of the most talked about things this week. So those were the most talked about stories this week. But in other news, congratulations to Rory McIlroy, who won the US Open. Normally, when a golfer takes a shot and they think it might hit someone, they shout 4. But Rory's from Northern Ireland, so he phones ahead with a coded warning. Well, at the end of that, I can tell you that John's team have 1 point, Sean's team have 2 points. Welcome back to 8 out of 10 Cats. Our next round is Pick of the Polls. John, Patsy and Jack, pick a question.
I think we're going to have to go for the full English breakfast.
Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The beans, they're too expensive for me, though.
OK, here's your related question. What does the British nation prefer, the Queen or a full English breakfast?
To eat?
Yeah.
It's a weird question to get asked, isn't it?
It's the sort of thing some nutcase at a bus stop would can't go, do you like the Queen or fry up? Queen or fry up now! Queen or fry up now! I make my own shoes.
I can't think I've ever woken up hungover and thought, God, I need a picture of the Queen. People don't like the Queen anyway.
Yes,
I mean,
they
really...
do.
Not as much as sausage.
The Queen is massive now.
The Queen is massive now.
Yeah, the Queen... I don't think the
You're
Queen's ever
getting
been
slightly more
popular.
street, aren't you? The Queen is massive now.
We've just had the royal wedding and all of that. The Queen is hugely popular.
They still would prefer a fry-up.
I met the Queen once, and she came up to me and she said, and what do you do?
But
Were
to
you
the
on the
Queen.
news at the time? That's a
I
real
was.
slam.
No, I said, oh, I do the news on Channel 4, and she said, oh, I don't watch Channel 4.
Fuck you, lady. Fuck you. I'm livid. You don't ever watch Channel 4?
She doesn't
I'm not
watch-
buying stamps anymore. I'm going to send everything DHL. I have no interest in your operation.
She's never seen Come Dine With Me.
I bet she watched Big Fat Gypsy Weddings. And she thought, you know, the most of them are pixelated. She thought that's what they look like. Channel 4 must have used up their entire pixelation budget on that show. Well, this is John Joe, and he's worried about compromising his scrap metal business.
Well, I don't know. The Queen's quite similar. I reckon she would have watched Big Fat Gypsy Wedding because it's just, you know, people that don't really do
Everyone
anything.
watched that, didn't they?
They
Sort
did
of
a royal
they
one.
live off the state and they're interested in horses. It's basically the same as her.
I don't personally, I'll come out and say I don't like the Queen. I think it's absurd that we have a Queen. Basically what we're saying is that we're no more sophisticated than bees. Bees have a queen, and their queen actually does something. Lays eggs, and is massive. Their queen is about 20 times bigger than them. So you go, fair enough, you can be queen. You're 50 times bigger than us, and you lay eggs. Our queen just doesn't even open doors.
They always say, when people, like, a royal bashing, they always say it's like, it's a tourist attraction, the royal family brings in loads through tourism. And I sort of thought, he's a tourist attraction, but he's not a great one. Like, Alton Towers, that's a really good tourist attraction. I want to see Buckingham Palace of Adventures. I want to see the Queen in a bikini with a water slide. I want to see Charles offering kids rides on Camilla down the beach. It's not good enough.
OK, so what are you going to go for?
I think we've got to go full English. Yeah, we've got
You're
to go
going full English. OK. Sean, what are you going to go for?
I'll say this. Most people go full English, but then vegetarians wouldn't. But most vegetarians, I reckon, don't like the Queen.
That's probably
True, isn't it? Because they're all bloody commies, aren't they?
You have overthought this spectacularly.
So it's hard. But I'll go full English.
You're going full English. I can tell you the answer is 77% of Brits prefer a full English breakfast to the Queen.
Wow!
Yeah. Quite right. Of course, the modern full English breakfast consists of a packet of fags, a WKD, Twix and the morning after pill. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here's your question. Best thing to do if the world is about to end?
I'd go to the Canal Museum. Couldn't die without going there.
Yeah. Have you not been?
No, it's on my to-do list, though, before the world, you know.
Seems quite achievable.
Yeah, I've got a lot of things on at the moment, though.
Krishnan, what would you do if the world was about to end?
I'd take a picture. Capture the moment.
For who?
Like that.
The world's about to end. Smile.
I'd gather my children around me and I'd say, and you're my favourite.
Mine's just really sanctimonious. I think I would do all my admin and tidying and just sit in the middle of the living room and go, finished.
I'd stop people having sex.
How?
If I'm not going to have any, they're not. Push them apart. I spend the next hour stopping. Oi!
You should prepare what you're going to say to the devil, shouldn't you? Like, I'm going to prepare, I'll say, hello, Jimmy.
And I'm going to say we've been expecting you.
Because we're all going to hell.
Yeah, but I hear it's a dry heat.
I love those people that predict the end of the world, and they're like that guy that did it recently and got it wrong.
He says it's now going to be in October this year.
Oh, is it? Oh, shit. I'm meant to be on holiday.
Shit, and the Canal Museum's closed June through September.
If there wasn't a Canal Museum, what would you do if the world was about to end, Joe?
Oh, I'd have a cigarette in a pub. I'd probably get told off, though, you know what I mean? No, you can't do that in here. It's last day.
Yeah.
Number 10 is apologise to everyone you've wronged. I don't know how much notice we get. I'd need a lot.
What's number 1, though?
You said smoking in the pub. You're very close with that.
Go for a pint.
That is close enough. I can tell you, yeah, the best thing to do if the world is about to end is to get drunk. If you wake up in a post-apocalyptic hellhole of despair and misery, the world has just ended. Or you've come to in a Wetherspoon's toilet. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means John's team have 2 points, Sean's team have 4 points, which means Sean's team are tonight's winners. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. If you want more, tune in to 8 out of 10 Cats Uncut on Wednesday. That's all from us. Good night.
T4's finest, it's Nick Grimshaw. And their team captain, John Richardson. And facing them tonight, made in Chelsea, it's Ollie Locke. This could get hairy, it's Joe Wilkinson. And their team captain, Sean Locke. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy
Welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 31% of men say they have a bucket list of things to do before they die? Number 1, find out where that smoke's coming from. 12% of British people have a friend with benefits. I've got a friend with benefits. She's on benefits. And 27% of people believe in reincarnation. My uncle died and came back as a woman. I say died, he went to Thailand. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 3 most popular talking points. Sean's team, what do you think the nation have been talking about this week?
Is it the trial of Michael Jackson's doctor? Dr. Murray is accused of being responsible for Michael Jackson's death, which is odd, really, considering that Michael Jackson, apparently, in his house, he had 4 gallons of anaesthetic just stored in his house of serious, you know, like medical anaesthetic, which is probably enough to put Louis Spence to sleep.
That's a lot. That's a lot. They're just trying to work out whether he killed him. And I was thinking, I can't think of a time in the last few years when Michael Jackson was alive and people went, oh, it's Michael Jackson, he looks well.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, he hasn't looked himself since 1984.
How do you tell a man he's ill when you go, "You're right, Michael, you're looking a bit pale"? He goes, "Thank you."
Well, I was thinking, before he died, his whole life must have flashed before his eyes. And his last thoughts must be, who's that little black kid singing my song?
The doctor was getting paid £100 a week, though, wasn't he? Yeah. And I was thinking, Michael Jackson's a weirdo, isn't he? Right? So if Michael Jackson was paying me £100 a week, I'd inject him with Haribo if he asked me to. Yes.
But if he's getting that much... if he was getting that much, surely there'd be an incentive to keep him alive.
Yeah.
Well, he does go on a bit, though, doesn't he?
People suspect foul play. The family suspect foul play, and it just, you know...
Well, there was a delay, wasn't there, in resuscitation, giving him the kiss of life, because it took them ages to find an 8-year-old paramedic.
I love it. I suppose that's it, because you have to hold the nose while you breathe into the mouth, don't you? So that, obviously they went, right, okay, well... Easy. Let's have a look and see whether the trial of Michael Jackson's doctor is one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, the long-awaited trial of Michael Jackson's doctor started this week. Make no mistake, Jackson's name is going to be dragged through the mud at this trial, but when all is said and done, Michael Jackson will remain my absolute favourite self-mutilating, mentally unstable, virtually bankrupt, suspected paedophile junkie of all time. OK, John's team, what do you think the nation should be talking about this week?
The Eurozone bailout?
The Eurozone bailout has been in the news a lot.
Yeah, I've been trying to sort of simplify it in my head, and the way I've worked it out is the cold countries are bailing out the hot countries. That's basically it.
That's exactly it. Why has no one made that point before?
I feel sorry for Greece now. There must be a Greek finance minister whose job now must just... He's just given up.
Flippers.
Surely. He's just adding up. It'd be like when a relationship is clearly going to end and you know you're going to get dumped, so you just spend all your time doing things to prepare for being on your own. Like, if you said to the Greek finance minister, what's your sort of average day now? He'd go, well, I have a tub of Haagen-Dazs for breakfast. But you spend the rest of the morning watching YouTube videos of cats and dogs sleeping on each other. Send an email at lunchtime, is it fixed? No, and then just cry and sleep.
I just think about that nobody but you ever prepares for being alone. You've been preparing for a long time.
Yeah, I've been preparing for it my whole damn life.
It's Greece's fault. It's Greece's fault. It's their fault they're in the situation. They borrowed too much money, and what do they produce? They produce flip-flops and ouzo. The drink nobody wants. Nobody wants ouzo. If somebody comes back from Greece, then nobody brings a bottle of ouzo unless you've got slugs in your garden. Even Sean Ryder won't drink it. That's disgusting. Who drinks something that sounds like a plasterer's nickname? Oi, ouzo! And also, they smash all the plates at the end of the meal. No wonder they're bankrupt. What the bloody Greeks, they need some fairy liquid and do some washing up. Yes.
Joe, what do you make of the Greek?
Well, apparently the world's on its, world's economy, if it carries on this way, it's going to be on its arse. But I think it might have to end up sort of doing bartering again, like, I'll swap you 40 carats for an iPod Shuffle.
Yeah. Done.
Cool. All right, I'll do that, actually.
Yeah, done. No, deal.
Yeah, great, yeah, cool.
I love carrots. I don't think it's that bad. I think people are a lot of doom-mongering. I think all Greece have to do is go bankrupt, just like a business. If you go bankrupt as a business, you just go bankrupt. They just write off your debts and you just launch the business again under a different name. So they just come back with a new name.
What would you call them?
Pedalosia, or something like that. Humustan.
What about if it's Greece? What about lard?
Too hot.
Too hot for lard.
Could call it lube.
Lube, welcome to Lube.
Immigration, presumably, would be quite easy. Slide straight through.
Let's have a look and see whether the Eurozone bailout is one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, indeed. World leaders are struggling to solve the Eurozone crisis. What's basically happened is the Greek economy has come acropolis. OK, fingers on buzzers. One more thing to get.
Is it the riveting Labour Party conference? I know it's what's kept me stuck in the house with the curtains closed. Can't take my eyes off that jamboree of laughs and... yeah, it's just been brilliant.
What was your... if you had to narrow down, like, a one favourite moment from the Labour Party conference, Sean? Or maybe...
The bit. I tape it and watch it back again. And I've got on replay Ed Miliband's mouth going... It does something, it's weirder than Rio Ferdinand's mouth. It's like his mouth's doing some kind of breakdance move. He says something like prosperity, and his mouth goes...
OK, let's have a look at him. Let's have a look at him. Do you think he would benefit from your kind of... because people think he's boring. Do you think maybe if he didn't do his shirt up properly, grew his hair out...
This is properly done. It's fashion.
Well, if you want to catch your death, it is.
That's a very old thing to say.
Catch your death. John was going to do that, but someone told him to put a T-shirt on.
Do you know how it was? Because it was down to there, and then someone, a member of production team...
Careful,
said,
ladies.
Careful.
Chicks dig a T-shirt, Ollie. That's all I'm saying. Chicks like a man who's warm.
Have you ever been lower than that?
Have I ever... Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I have. Yeah,
wow.
I got
I didn't mean that, I meant the shirt.
it pays to advertise. I think I am showing quite a lot. I look like
You didn't get that waxed for nothing. You look like what, sorry?
Jordan. Kind of with slightly...
You look a bit like Jordan, yeah. You look like someone for whom the gender reassignment has gone brilliantly. Joe, what did you make of the Labour Party conference?
Didn't like it. So what I'm going to say, it's just speeches. For a week. Can't just do stuff. No, not for me. You do it for a week, do a speech, then do something else. Like have a bit of cabaret, sword swallow.
Well, like a wedding, like, you know, there's speeches, but then there's a buffet and there's some dancing.
Yeah, or maybe make it like a fete. You know, win a goldfish, whack a rat, donkey dog.
You go to Ed Miliband, he's trying to get a coat hanger round the thing.
Yeah. You idiot, goth.
It's in Liverpool, Ollie. Have you been to Liverpool? You spent much time
I have.
Liverpool?
Well, I've been there once.
You've been there once. Did you like it?
I loved it.
Did you? What did you love about it?
Yeah. It was...
There's people there wearing more fake tan than you?
No. Never that. No. No, that's rare.
Anyway.
I'm just going to assume, until further notice, that politicians don't like crime. So you don't need to get up at the conference and go, at Labour, we want crime to go down. Kind of assume that. I would listen more to a politician if one stood up and went, I've got this weird idea that if I let crime go up a bit, police will get better at solving it. At least then you go, ooh, that's all right, I'm going to vote for you. And then they try and do jokes. His opening joke was about, I don't know if you know, but last year I had a deviated septum. At no point should you try and win people over with the phrase deviated septum. Next year he's going to clutch in at straws and go, this year bit of trouble with the poo pipe. Had to go to the doctor. Just be a politician.
Yeah, I do hate a hit politician. And they've been going on to, like, cool songs. So, like, they
They've
walk
got
off to,
walk-on
like,
music.
Florence and the Machine, like, walk-on music, yeah.
Oh, thanks.
It's
What,
so
like a boxer
embarrassing.
stepping into the ring?
Yes. And they, like, walk off to, like, the Maccabees and stuff. It's like, what? Stop.
Whereas really they should walk on to...
Well, surprisingly, that's not in our top 3. The Labour Party held their annual conference in Liverpool this week. Ed Miliband has admitted to some of the mistakes the Labour Party made when Gordon Brown was leader. Mainly that they had Gordon Brown as leader. One more thing to get fingers on buzzers.
I think it's that footballer, Tevez. Am I saying his name right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the footballer
Well,
Tevez?
I really don't know anything about football, but I think he's
You don't
really
need to say that twice.
He's really expensive, and he refused to go on and some big match. And there was some sort of row, and you saw him being like, well, I'm not going on. Which I kind of liked, the kind of thought of like an obnoxious, because I love an obnoxious pop star. You know, like
It's the
pop
sort of
stars
thing
that make
Axl
people wait.
Rose would do.
Yeah, I love that, like not going on yet.
Axl Rose shouldn't have to go on because he's not a footballer, so...
It's a good point, well made, Sarah. I can't argue with that.
If you're on £200,000 a week and your boss says, you won't do half hour for us, would you?
Yeah, exactly.
You can't really go, no, I don't want to today. I'm not really asking. Can you go and definitely do... I don't see why he's still here. He's been in the country 4 years and he wants to leave. That's his big thing. He didn't want to play because I don't want to be in the country. I want to go home. I can't speak any English. I've been here 4 years. The only words he's got to learn is like kick, goal. Like the Spanish for goal is goal. The Spanish for football is football. Like, it's not like we're asking him to learn Sanskrit.
He also said it was a miscommunication, didn't he? He said it because what he actually said was, OK, boss, where do you want me to play? But because of his accent, it came out like, I fucking hate Man City. You can piss off, shove it out your arse, you piece of shit. That's an accent thing.
Yeah.
It's just a dialect.
Well, because it's from the
What he
Catalan
actually
region.
said was, "Ke?"
Do we know why he didn't go up? Like, why he just refused? Was it just... Had he just realised that football's a bit shit? Okay, thanks, love.
Just one like, fucking yes. Finally, someone said it.
If you look at Tevez, though, he's a very unfortunate-looking chap, isn't he? He does. He looks like Shrek's ugly mate, doesn't he?
I refute that. Let's have a look. He's a great-looking guy. In fairness to him, that was a very sunny day. His flash is still strong. I like it. It's still strong.
Just as well he didn't go on, to be honest, because in that picture I can see he's already broken pretty much the rule of football. This is good, you see? I scored a goal!
He's attention seeking, isn't he? Let's face it, if you're gonna go to a football match and sit on the subs bench, you're probably gonna go on, let's face it, you've got to do that. And then he just says no. He's obviously an attention seeker.
You think he's an attention seeker?
Yeah.
He's obviously an attention seeker. It's the most attention-seeking sort of thing I've ever bloody seen. That, my friend, is how you get attention. Let's have a look and see whether Carlos Tevez is one of the most talked about people this week. Yes, Carlos Tevez was told he'd never play for Man City again after refusing to go on as a sub. Carlos Tevez earns £250,000 a week. To put that in terms the layman will understand, fucking hell. At the end of that round, Sean, Joe and Ollie have 1 point. John, Nick and Sarah are in the lead with 2. Our next round is Pick of the Polls. Sean, Joe and Ollie, what do you like the look of?
Can I have an old woman punch in the air, please?
I agree.
Here is a clip to illustrate your question.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all
sort of thing that would be on a Dispatches documentary. Followed by, Ethel didn't want to be in a home.
They have closed down that choir.
I've got a weird thing about older women recently.
Have you?
Yeah.
Like a bit of granny fanny, do you?
Well, I've realised that my genuine celebrity crush when someone asked me the other day is Joanna Lumley. Like, quite honestly. And then last night I was at an event and a woman actually walked past me looking like Joanna Lumley and I gave her the kind of thing and I was like, what am I doing? This woman's probably 80.
Well, he had a stroke next to him.
But I don't know what.
OK, so the question. In a poll to find the best thing about retirement, taking up new hobbies came second. What came first? So what's the best thing about retirement?
Is it finding out what your dog does all day long? At work, I imagine people have got a dog and think, what's he doing now? When you're retired, you go, oh, he sits over there. And he goes over there for a bit. And then he goes up the stairs, pines at my bedroom door, then comes back down.
I'll definitely pretend to forget my relatives.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Don't know who you are. You might as well leave. Then carry on watching the telly. Thank God they've gone.
The train journey to Switzerland. Lovely scenery. That's the last time I used Eurostar, but I told my nan we were going to Euro Disney.
I'm just going to do all the things I do now, but not get the piss taken out of me for them. Right? I'm going to tuck things in, I'm going to pull my trousers up, I'm going to buy slippers. I bought a pair of slippers last week, and, you know, at my age, you have to make an ironic, just wacky, just, you know, it's just a joke, really. Just, I want to wear slippers in my house. Really soft on the inside, sliding into a slipper.
Sorry, give me the sliding into a slipper noise? That should be a lady.
What are you putting in the slipper?
If you've got the right slipper, you don't need a woman. That's what I'm going to say.
I think eating. I think my gran was a big eater, just never store and not eating. You know, they love listing who's dead.
Oh, that's their best thing ever,
that's like their favourite thing. All excited that Janet's dead, and they've outlasted Janet.
People you don't know.
Yeah. Do you know Elsie? You know her mum?
Whoa. OK,
not Elsie.
My nan's called Elsie.
No, Elsie's all right.
I can't believe they found you first.
I've got some really terrible news. Ollie is your new granddad.
Like, your first reaction when you found out I was your grandson was to give me a pervy wink.
OK, so Beth, you've been the closest so far, Sean, with your trip to Switzerland.
Is it holidays?
I'll give you that. The best thing about retirement is time to travel the world. Of course, once you've retired, you can go anywhere. Down to the post office, to the bingo, to the post office, then maybe the bingo, or even the bingo, and then the post office. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your question. Best way to spot a liar?
Big wooden nose.
Are his pants on fire?
His pants are not on fire. He does not have a big wooden nose. What is the best way to spot a liar?
I could always tell if someone's lying if they go, right, Joe, you look well.
I don't know about looking well. You look like everyone from Guess Who.
Is there an actual truth serum, or is that like a Harry Potter thing? In all honesty, can you actually, like, is there a serum? Like, is it?
Yeah,
like,
it's called Bacardi.
not even.
What's that, Lambrini?
That's gone up in price recently.
What's gone up in price?
It used to be 89p, and I think it's about £2.30 now.
Most people know the price of milk.
Is it if they give you flowers afterwards?
She was just a girl from the office.
I think if you go to a pub 2 days running and the same man is sat in the same chair at the bar, he's definitely full of shit. Any man who ever tells you he had trials for, insert name of football club, Every man over 50 has had trials at a football club, and it's as if in the 50s they all just went, let's try everyone. Get everyone in, someone will be brilliant.
It's more about how they tell their story.
They go like that and go, well, the other day, I went to the moon.
Like a weird
loony. They go,
yeah, like a voodoo priest. That's how they tell.
It's like a funeral in New Orleans.
I tell you a story.
Is that how it's told?
I think eye contact could be the answer, Jimmy.
There's no way.
Is it when people give too much detail?
It's not too much detail. I'll tell you the answer. The best way to spot a liar is that they keep changing their story. We've all told lies. I was drunk, he was drunk, we were just having a laugh, I never touched it. It was his idea, I fell on it. I just wanted to know what it tasted like. Nothing happened. I don't even know him. Stop going on about it. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean, Joe and Ollie have 2 points. John, Sarah and Nick have 2, which means it's a dead heat. Everyone's a winner. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. If you want more, tune in tomorrow night for 8 out of 10 Cats Uncut. That's it from us. Good night.
It's Joe Wilkinson and their team captain, Sean Locke. And facing them tonight, Shappy Days, it's Shappy Gorsandi. Welsh Wonder, it's Ellis James. And their team captain, John Richardson. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, male sparrows chirp insults at each other when trying to attract a mate? Mainly, you looking at my bird? 68% of teenagers say they've changed their eating habits as the result of celebrity chefs. They say celebrity chefs, they mean Ronald McDonald and Colonel Sanders. And 4% of the British population say they might be bisexual. Well, you either are or you aren't. You can't have it both ways. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 3 most popular talking points. Sean's team, what do you think the nation have been talking about this week?
X Factor?
Have you been talking about X Factor? What's been going on in X Factor? Tell me everything.
There's been the bullying with Misha and whoever else she was doing it with.
It's Misha B, isn't it?
Yeah, Misha B, you get me. I love Misha B, though.
You love Misha B?
Yeah, I don't think it was bullying. I think it was just showbiz banter. She was meant to be bullying Sammy.
Sammy,
but Sammy said she wasn't. Sammy said, look, I'm 6'2", 20 stone.
Who said this?
Sammy.
Could you say that again, please?
Yeah, Sammy.
Sorry, who was it?
If you want me to spit at you, I said Sammy. I said Sammy, Sammy, Sammy.
Ironic that we're talking about bullying as I do this. Say Sammy again, I like it.
Sammy. So, all that...
I should just say, because I was teasing you a little bit there, if you're being bullied because you've got a speech impediment, there are people you can talk to. But it will take fucking ages and they may be
But Sammy said on This Morning that she weren't bullying me. Look, I can handle myself. Look at me. I'm 6'2", whatever, with her heels on, I think that is. If she's 6'2" without heels, that's a worry. And I wonder she took her shoes off when she done the final song on X Factor. Because, honestly, getting excited when you're 6'2" in a bad pair of heels is awful. I would have bullied her as well in that dress. Because, really, I mean, going out there in that... Did you see it? It had that, like, sort of leather bit in the middle, which wasn't right. I know she can't, you know, you can blame the stylist for that. But anyway, so apparently... she
just got to say, here's some full stops if you want to use them.
So Sammy's saying they weren't bullying anyone, but Misha's being accused of bullying, which is, you know, it's a serious thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I personally don't. I think that it should have stayed backstage. I don't think it should have been brought up front. Do you know what I mean? It should have stayed back... Because that's what happens. That's show business, isn't it? I mean, before someone goes out, you say to them, you know, do I look nice if you're in... You can I'll get the... I've just got on your paper now. I've got a stutter as well.
Now Sean's got to get tested.
Back to
X Factor.
I personally think it was, like I say, just backstage. If you're in competition with someone and they say, you know, before you go and say, oh, how do I look? You say, like, fucking shit. You know, you want them to feel bad, and that's what I think it is.
Sorry, Joe, he didn't.
He did say that.
He was right that time, wasn't
he? So I don't know. I don't know.
I love the fact that Joe and Louis are on the same team. It's just...
Two peas in a pod. I can do it, I've been practicing.
Biology teacher, isn't he?
They're all rubbish, though. They're so... The Misha girls, all right? Sammy, who went out, she said, oh, I'm still going to sing for the rest of my life. I bet you are. Do-do-do-do-do. Frankie Kokoza is the most objectionable human I think I've seen on anything.
No!
He's worse than Gaddafi, I'm going to say it now.
Let's have a look and see if the X Factor is up there. Yes, indeed. Yes, the X Factor bullying scandal has been in the news. They should have kept Sammy in. Not because she's good, but to help balance the stage when Craig is on the other side. John, Chappie, Alice, what else have people been talking about this week?
Libya is free. No? All right, well... It's one of those things you get over quite quickly. I was glad on the video to see it was definitely him, because I read in the paper, they said that the man they'd shot lived on his own in a house with no electricity. He was living on ready meals, and all he had was a Liverpool FC mug and a signed picture of himself on the wall. And I thought, they've shot John Parrott.
I reckon he asked himself for a picture of himself. Can you imagine that? Oh, can I please have a signed photo of you? Not now, I'm eating. OK, I'll wait. He was that bonkers.
Or if he was bidding for his own signed photo on eBay.
I bid for his body on eBay. I thought you could. Because he was in this cold meat stall. And everyone was going to take photos with this dead body, and that's like redefining the word fridge magnet.
And it's the ultimate Facebook profile photo. You and a dead Gaddafi going...
When I heard Gaddafi was shot, the first thing I thought about was I wondered what they were going to do with his waxwork model in Madame Tussauds. Because it's really good.
It's just got better as they left it closer to the heater. He had a lot of work done, didn't he?
Yeah.
Would you ever consider going down that road?
Looking like Gaddafi?
Well... You've
had dick, darling, but I ain't been a dictator.
You should put that to music. I'm a dick, darling, but I've never been a dictator.
No, I wouldn't. Well, I would.
Well, have you ever had any work done?
Yes.
What have you had done?
Well, no, only Botox.
I've had Botox as well.
Have you?
Yeah, I didn't. I was not on me.
You should get your money back.
I didn't. I didn't have it done.
What? Do that again? That's extraordinary.
I know. Yeah, I make Ramsey look like Hannah Montana. They had a funeral for him. I like it. They had a funeral and they buried him in the desert, and they said, in respectful of Islamic traditions, which they did. The last time they did that was with Osama. They just kicked him off an aircraft carrier. When they catch Assad, they're going to cover him in Bovril, fire him out of a cannon into a lion's enclosure. Go, well, that is respectful of Islamic traditions.
Yes.
That's what they do.
We're really missing a trick because I don't think there was a point when we hadn't caught any of them, and now like Hussein and Bin Laden. And I think if we had them all, you'd just make an amazing Big Brother to end on. Unbelievable. Osama is in the dairy room. Saddam Hussein is on the beanbags. Trying to fundamentalise Kerry Couture.
Let's have a look and see if Gaddafi is one of the most talked about things this week. Of course. Of course. Yes, this is the news that Libya is free now Colonel Gaddafi has been killed. I was horrified when I saw those awful pictures of his smashed-in face, and then they shot him. Sean's team.
The Queen. Did they talk about the Queen? She's basically on an official visit to Australia to apologise for what Elizabeth Hurley's done to Shane Warne.
I like the fact that if Liz Hurley and Shane Warne get married, it'll be the bride and over-groomed.
Yeah. She's basically, we've turned him into a woman. We apologise for that. He's now completely waxed. In fact, we've laminated him. She's gone over there. And she was mooned at. Apparently some Aussie...
Some arsehole.
Yeah. They were mooned at her, and people there were shocked. They said, oh, the Queen's been mooned at. You're thinking, well, the Queen, she's seen everything. She's got 8 corgis, for Christ's sake. The stuff she's seen like brother on sister, father on son. She's just seen it all. It's just disgusting. She goes, Benji, you can't be doing that to Martha. This is just... She's seen it all over the years.
She gets for doing ordinary stuff.
Yeah.
Because the papers go, well, basically reporting that she's on a jolly for 10 days, getting flown around the world, smiling at people and shaking hands. So they go, yeah, but she's worn that dress before.
Yeah.
Go, well, whoopee shit. How about these pants on for a month? Nothing.
You know what happens to the Queen's clothes? The reason they're surprised is all her clothes get ruined by corgis. She goes up to the bedroom, the corgis just rip them off. Just strip her naked with the corgi.
Prince Philip's there going, thank you, my pretties.
Yeah.
I don't understand why she's gone on a state visit, which is supposedly like, you know, because you're ours, so I'm going to pop over and check you're not screwing it up. And that's like your boss phoning ahead and saying, I'm going to come in tomorrow. Think, right, well, I'll turn up. If she's going to go, she should have to go as, like, the secret millionaire and just, like, with a cap on, get a budget flight out, just, like, a cap pair of jeans and just sit in a bar going, so, what do you think of this bloody Queen, then?
That is an amazing Queen doing Australian. Do that again, that's an incredible...
I've seen that bloody Crocodile Dundee on the plane over here. Bloody racist, that, I think.
I would go as far as to say you should stop using any other voice.
I went to Australia. I didn't find them very welcoming because I'm quite fair-skinned and wearing shorts was a big deal. So on the first day I was there, I walked into a cafe and the guy behind the counter looked up at me and went, I don't know where it is you're from, mate, but I'm guessing it's winter there.
I'm from Wales. It's been winter there for years.
Surely as a Welshman you've been called worse things than that.
Oh yeah, but you know, it was so precise. He'd seen my thighs and thought, I'm going to take the piss out of that guy. Look at his skin.
Good accent. Can you put the bit of Queen on that?
What if the Queen was doing that?
What do you think of her?
Hang on, she's from Hong Kong. I can tell you that's not one of the most talked about things this week. But the Queen, as head of state, is obviously staying in Australia's most prestigious hotel, Lassiter's. John, Chappie, Alice, what else have people been talking about this week?
They're having meetings to sort out the European debt, but they can't stop bickering. Angela Merkel is basically the one who's trying to fix it all, and Silvio Berlusconi called her una colonna inchiavabile, which means an unshaggable lard arse. It just proves that if English were Italian, men would get away with a lot more. Sounds quite nice, doesn't it?
Someone in the press I read said that the relationships between the European leaders is at an all-time low. I thought, well, not really. In 1939, it was a lot worse. What do you think about it, Joe?
I think it's great.
Yeah?
Yeah, looking forward.
That's the wrong answer.
Oh, shit.
It's the Eurozone crisis.
I'm going to get a point for that. Sarkozy's sort of involved in it quite a lot, and I just keep thinking about his wife. She's well fit. And I feel like he must be in this meeting going, oh, come on. I want to get home and... Eurozone, but... Oh, God, it's...
You've really sort of got into the psyche of a French man, I feel.
The Belgian finance minister left one meeting early because he had tickets to see Tintin. And I like the idea that when he was excusing himself, they're like, right, OK, what are we going to talk... We need to sort this out with the Greeks. And he was like, I need to shoot off. Because it's Orange Wednesday.
Let's have a look and see if the Eurozone crisis is one of the most talked about things this week. So at the end of the round, Sean, Joe and Louis have 1 point. John, Chappie and Alice have 2. Our next round is pick of the polls. Sean, Joe, Louis, what do you like the look of?
I don't know, I can't see.
I'm going to speak for you, Louis, and go for the man dancing.
OK.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
OK?
Yeah.
OK, do you want to sit down now?
I couldn't see from there, that's why.
I know, yeah.
No, not at all, no. But this is your related question. Most people think being a bad dancer is more embarrassing than being bad at sport. True or false?
I'm brilliant at both. I couldn't tell you if I'm a better dancer or a better footballer.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just outstanding at both.
What form of dance suits your moves best?
I can only dance to reggae. It's like an affliction. If it starts, I just dance, and I can only stop if someone turns it down.
Yeah. It just sort of wrestles you to the ground.
Yeah. But I'm stronger than I look, so I'll get up.
I did that Let's Dance for Comic Relief. I did Hey Mickey, and I didn't get into the final. I worked so hard on that. I worked harder on that than I did in my A-levels.
Yeah, I watched that. You're crap, that's why.
But right, let me tell you something.
Sorry, can I get a saucer of milk, please? Louis' claws are out.
I practiced so hard, I actually fractured my wrist. Did you see my cartwheel?
Fractured your wrist?
I did that on a fractured wrist.
That wasn't
OK, and afterwards
How did you fracture your wrist practicing?
Oh, God, look.
What were you doing? What was the dance?
You go, oh, Mickey, yes, and I did it like that, Hey Mickey. In my kitchen, I have a small kitchen, and I twatted it on the kitchen handle.
Sorry, your dance, I didn't see it, but your dance was that? Really? And you didn't get through to the final? You were robbed. That's amazing.
That's what they do at Heathrow to direct planes.
Oh, you all right, love? Just having a dance. Louis, when you watch other people dance, are you critical? Like when you see...
No, he's not critical at fucking all, is he?
Someone needs to let it go, Chappie. Someone needs to let... Oh, even that's better than yours. I would just say let it go, it's better. So when you watch, let's say, Cheryl Cole in a dance video, do you think, oh, she's absolutely nailed that, or do you think, oh, no? Because we wouldn't know the difference.
I mean, Jerry Halliwell wasn't very good at all. When I was on tour with the Spice Girls, she weren't good.
You were on tour with the Spice Girls? Which one were you, Sporty?
No. No, I was all of them.
Because you've changed your hair, but you look better now, you look more feminine.
And I got bigger tits.
Oh, that's genuinely confusing.
Can you get milk out of those, Louis?
Yeah, I put dick in.
Literally my favourite guest. Literally my favourite guest we ever have. Oh.
Any whiskey?
I don't understand what's happening.
You don't understand what's happening? Yeah. I'll tell you what's happening, Joe.
Stop looking at me like that. I just thought you'd join in.
Less buffalo soldier and more sort of buffalo seizure.
OK, so let's get an answer on this question. Most people think being a bad dancer is more embarrassing than being bad at sport. True or false? What do you think?
I think it's probably true.
You think it's true? OK. What do you think, John?
Well, there's no such thing as dance, is there, really?
What, sorry?
It's just arrogant walking, isn't it?
I challenge you!
You know what, Louis? I'll stick on some music, go over there, give him what for. Yeah, show him. So you said true. John, what do you think, true or false?
Well, I'm going to have to say false, because there's no such thing as dance.
He's learnt nothing this evening. OK, well, I can tell you the answer is true. Yeah, 64% of people think being a bad dancer is more embarrassing than being bad at sport. I quite often catch a girl's eye when I'm dancing, usually with my elbow. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your question. Most useful thing your parents teach you? Alice?
Cooking, cleaning, sewing. That's what I learned from my dad. My mum taught me how to make jokes based on stereotypical perceptions of gender.
That is good, though, isn't it?
My dad said, if you go to university, get catered halls. And I asked why, and he went, before I met your mother, I lived on boiled eggs and club biscuits. And I said, what happened? And he went, I got really horrific depression. And he just left it at that.
My parents taught me this.
Oh, wow. Do that again.
That's good.
Yeah. They taught me that. That's what they've given me.
Are they circus folk?
Sean, what did you learn from your parents?
Well, my dad, as I left home, he said, just remember this, son, the best services on the M1, Newport Pagnell. On you go.
What did your parents teach you?
Me? Price changing. Just how to take the, just how to take the label off really slowly and then change it on the food, whatever you wanted. You just
take a label off from a cheaper item and place it on the item you would like to buy.
One, yeah.
They scan it through. It's not shoplifting.
Yeah.
This bottle of champagne's 79 pence.
My mum taught me that there's only one lake in the Lake District.
Wow. Yeah. Your mum sounds like a bundle of love.
And I know which lake it is. Bassenthwaite.
It's Bassenthwaite Lake.
Yeah.
What about Windermere?
We're actually brothers.
Windermere's a mere.
We're brothers. We share a mother.
Sorry, what's a mere?
A mere, it's not a lake, but it's a different type of water. It's a mere.
It's a different type of water. A smaller version of a sea with no salt in it. It's a lake, mate. Where's your mum? Get her here now.
I don't like the way you said that. Poor up. She's watching this. Yeah. I apologise for what they've said about you, and I enjoy my lake fact, and I use it at parties.
OK, I'll give you a clue. It's to do with spending.
Always marry into money.
Don't get in debt.
What, you're pretty close with that.
Well, don't get in debt. Really don't get in debt.
I'll tell you the answer. It's the value of money. My parents taught me how to be self-reliant. Even now, if something goes wrong, at 2 in the morning, I'm the one that gets up and phones my agent to send someone round to fix it. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean's team have 2 points and John's team have 2 points. Everyone's a winner. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. If you want more, tune in tomorrow night to 8 out of 10 Cats Uncut. That's it from us. Good night.
Mr. Saturday Night, it's Vernon Kay. Hey, Joe, it's Joe Wilkinson. And their team captain, John Locke. And facing them tonight, another vowel, please, it's Rachel Riley. Rock and roll comedian, it's Tim Minchin. And their team captain, John Richardson. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 29% of women under 30 say they want the perfect body? Well, here it is, ladies. Come and get it. 79% of people say they feel guilty putting recyclables in the bin. I get round it by placing my recyclables in a paper bag and throwing that in a hedge. And the average woman walks 7,000 miles in her lifetime whilst hoovering. And that statistic is brought to you by the year 1953. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 3 most popular talking points. John's team, what do you think people have been talking about this week?
Oh, it's got to be X Factor, hasn't it?
X Factor.
Who's your favourite?
I like the 2 groups that are left and Sophie Habibis. I think they're really good.
I like her name, Habibis.
Yeah. She's good.
Habibis, it sounds like an excellent chain of hotels. Oh, where are you staying? The Habibis.
The makeup's gone a little bit crazy and all the clothes, and they've kind of turned them all into Lady Gaga. It's a bit weird this year.
You have to put a lot of makeup on and things to distract from their personalities, though, because that's human.
What are you saying?
My big bugbear with the X Factor, it's created a generation of British audiences who can't hear a sentence and not react to it. You're not allowed to just say, well, I thought it was quite good, but you need to get better. And just have people go, I fundamentally agree with that. Everything is either, boo, or I tried to watch it, but they just go along the line, and it's boo, cheer, whatever the one is to go, I don't really like fish. Boo. But I do like fish.
I don't mind the X Factor at all. My only problem with it is it's on telly. I think, but it's just the start of it. It's such a big build-up. You know, you should have these explosions like... and then there's all the judges arriving in helicopters and by speedboat, and all the names are coming down like... like biblical tablets. You have 4 months of that, and you end up with Matt Cardle.
The beginning of the show looks like if you tuned in and you hadn't heard of it before, you think, oh, the world's ended.
Yes.
Oh no, the world's ended and it's been covered on ITV. Dun dun dun.
That's how those televised debates should have started during the election.
Yeah.
Something like that. Big music, fireworks. It's David Cameron!
Do you watch it? You must watch it, yeah?
To be honest with you, I've never seen an episode of The X Factor.
Because you... Well, no, because...
Strictly.
No, it's not banned, because my wife, Tess Daly, she works on...
That's where I know you from.
But Strictly Come Dancing is on kind of before and a little bit during the X Factor. So I watch it with the kids, and then when X Factor's on, I'm putting the kids to bed. And by the time all that routine is finished, it's finished.
You could video it.
No.
What I think, sorry, is that it's not as good, apparently, because there's no nasty judge. Like Gary Barlow, he's supposed to be the nasty one. But he looks like he's just such a nice bloke. He should be judging chutneys at a village fete. It's spicy. It's spicy. It's very nice, though.
I miss Simon Cowell being on it, because he was horrible, and I liked that. Because he knew that crushing people's dreams made good telly. Yeah. And I think he should have his own show called Crushing People's Dreams, where he goes around giving people bad news, like, oh, unfortunately your shed's been broken into. You know, stuff like that.
That's not actually a dream, is it?
That gives you a terrifying glimpse into Joe's life there. He's gone, my dream of my shed not being broken into.
Yeah, Joe's dream is to have an unbroken into shed.
Four times.
Really?
Breaks your heart. I have to keep me spade in the hallway.
I imagine that for a man with your facial appearance, having a spade in the hallway doesn't frighten guests at all.
I think it'd be a much better show if they got rid of the singing, just get rid of the singing, and just people got up and just told sad life stories.
Yeah, I do like it. I enjoy a tragic backstory as much as the next
What have you got
man.
for us this week? My nan died. Oh, that's not going to keep you on till next Saturday. Your shed was broken into. You're through. You think about it, where do all the contestants go? Because if you think about it, it's Big Brother, Britain's Got Talent, X Factor. Where are all these contestants? And I reckon in about 50 years' time, we'll find like a mass grave of all the celebrity contestants. People going, oh, just found Michelle McManus.
Well, surprisingly, that's not one of our top 3 talking points. But my top tip for the series, Frankie Kokoza, has the drive, certainly, but does he have the natural talent of a Sophie Habibis? Sean?
Oh, yeah.
Sean's team, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
The Dale Farm.
Oh.
The evictions from Dale Farm. I turned on my television and I just saw these caravans on fire and these travellers running across fields crying. I thought it was a Top Gear special. I expect to see Richard Hammond in a bulldozer going... And then James May in a biplane swooping on him like that.
I'd build my own tank.
Clarkson could have borrowed that tunnelling machine that did the Channel Tunnel and he just comes up from underneath.
I find it very difficult to see the serious side of any story in which someone gets tasered. If I had the ability to taser... If you knew you could taser people and you're supposed to give a warning, you wouldn't give a proper warning, would you? If you do not desist, I will. If you say what? What?
So what do you think of the Dale Farm evictions?
Well, I find that all we ask of travellers is to travel.
They chained themselves to the gate, didn't they? They chained to the front gate, and I just thought, well, give them the gate. Everything else, just give them the gate.
But what I want to know is, what are the Caravan Club doing about this? They're standing on the sidelines watching caravans get burnt. They're like the RSPCA for caravans, they are. They should be out there protecting caravans.
OK, let's have a look and see whether Dale Farm is up there. OK. Yes, the Dale Farm saga continues. Wouldn't it be an idea if, instead of throwing bricks at the police, they held on to a few of them and built a house? OK, fingers on buzzers, 2 more things to go.
Oh, yeah.
Go, Sean.
Is it the collapse of the BlackBerry messaging system?
They had what they described as a catastrophic outage. I had one of those once after a reheated prawn curry.
I'm not on BlackBerry, so I didn't experience any of the tragedy that befell millions of people where they couldn't go, I'm in the bath. It seems quite serious.
It was pretty bad. I mean, it went down for 3 days, no BlackBerry.
It's not massively serious, is it, when you sum it up? It's not. It's a very first world problem. Limited web surfing capability for 3... Not like Africa are watching the news going, we should do something, because they cannot see someone and go, oh, what was he in? Knackered.
It's gone a bit mad, though, isn't it? Where, because, 3 days without email. I remember when the height of technology was like a calculator on your ruler. Can't believe believe they put it on a ruler.
And you've sellotape it.
Yeah. 2 seconds. And when you had a watch with a light.
The thing...
Apparently.
I find the BlackBerry, I haven't got one, but I find the annoying thing about them is when people have got BlackBerries, because now people talk about BlackBerries and Apple phones as if they're the Beatles and the Stones, or Mods and Rockers. it's tribal. And people with BlackBerries always go, yeah, it's better for email, though. But on my phone, I can send and receive email. I don't know how much better it gets.
That's the weird thing is they're rivals, you know, the Apple, BlackBerry, but in a crumble, they're harmony.
Let's have a look and see whether BlackBerry is one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, the BlackBerry email system failed several times in the past week. You'd have thought Steve Jobs' ghost would have had better things to do. Right, fingers on buzzers, one more thing to get. John's team.
Well, there's been a parliamentary probe this week.
Another one.
It's got Liam Fox into a lot of trouble.
There is this weird thing that's it's sort of the unsaid thing in the paper, isn't it? That Adam Werrity and Liam Fox have been doing it.
It's more that they got to a point where they tried to report it as a news story, because it's a big news story that, you know, someone's been gaining access to Parliament, basically, and lobbying for arms deals that he has nothing to do with. And they tried to report all that, and people went, yeah. And then in the middle of the week, they just went, and they might be doing it with each other. And everyone went, ooh.
Are they saying it overtly, though, the press?
No.
Saying it?
There's a rumour that Liam Fox is gay, but he's denied it, and he's a married man. So, what do you make of this? What do you make of Liam Fox resigning?
Well, I don't know. What I find funny about it is that is the Defence Secretary has got himself in a situation where his friend is a non-executive director of a so-called charitable organisation which has been funded by right-wing American businessmen, while at the same time, right, he's posing as an advisor to the MOD while pursuing his own paid lobbying agenda. I mean, stuff like that, you can't make it up. I was laughing about it with the wife this morning. I was going, oh, I can't believe what they did. I mean, the more you think about it, the more you just go, ha, ha, ha.
Every day something new comes on. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's a flamboyant man in his 50s. He wants to go away. He wants to take a friend.
Buddy along.
He's bringing a friend on holiday, staying in the same hotel. Where's the problem there?
But the thing is, you don't bring your friends to work unless you're a plumber. It's a well-known role as a plumber's mate. There's no well-known role as, hello, what do you do? I'm a Defence Secretary's mate.
I just help him get stuff from the van, you know.
But do you think they ever had a chat and said to each other, listen, you come with me, we'll have a bit of a laugh, we'll go around the world, we'll set up a company, we'll get on the blag, we'll get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, we'll get away with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just weird, it's bizarre.
They must have had that conversation at some stage,
They must
I would imagine.
They don't apologise, do they? The Tories, they're very good at using like a long speech in which not once did he say, I done it, soz. And he started off by saying, I just want you to know that last week I saw a man whose kids were dead. So let's get this in perspective.
Yeah, that was incredible.
If you get busted at work, you're not allowed to do it. I just want you to know, someone got stabbed in town last night, so...
Cameron said that he resigned with dignity, didn't he? Which really annoys me. I want to see one go mental. Smash his office up, you know. Call Cameron a wanker and then shit in his yucca plant.
Let's have a look and see whether Liam Fox is up there. So those were the most talked about stories this week. But in other news, Steps are at the top of the album chart, having announced they're reforming. All they need now is to find a mutually convenient time when all of the bandmates are available. Basically, they've got to choose between tomorrow and every other day in the future. So at the end of that round, Sean, Joe and Vernon have 2 points. John, Rachel and Tim have 1. So next round is pick of the polls. John, Rachel, Tim, what do you want to answer a question on?
Can we have the lady with the knife and fork? She looks angry about what's about to happen, and I want to find out why.
OK, all right. Well, your related question, OK? Worst thing on a date, a fussy eater or someone who drinks too much?
If they're a fussy eater, you can just eat their food. Done. I'm happy.
So that would be a good thing for you, a positive
That'd be
thing.
fine, as long as they actually go to the restaurant to start with, because I did go out with someone that would only eat, like, yellow stuff. When I was young, he'd only eat, like, chicken nuggets and chips, so...
So you'd go out to a restaurant and go, do you have anything yellow?
You go to a custard house. One of London's very fine custard houses.
How many dates did you have with this guy?
I went out with him for 3 years.
John, are you a fussy eater?
No, I'm fairly easygoing. It's the drinking that concerns me. They have to drink. Especially on a date where it's awkward anyway. You don't want someone who's going to remember
Non-drinkers are difficult. I respect their decision to not drink, but it makes life very, very hard. It's like having a different religion. It's fine, they can crack on with it, but I don't want to be with them, so...
I find a heavy drinker on a date very much a positive. But if they're hammered, you know...
It's kind of different for the man
It's a
or the
clincher.
woman.
Yeah.
The men might try and push drinks on the women, but if the woman can't really do anything with the drunk man.
Yes, you can.
I went on a stag do once to Edinburgh, right? The stag was a very, very dear friend of mine. And this is a prime example of alcohol makes you go over the line, right? We're watching the FA Cup final between Liverpool and Arsenal. Half-time, we're all sat around having a couple of pints. My mate turns around and says, "It's boring, this, isn't it?" I'm like, "Yeah, pretty much. Give me 5 minutes." And he went upstairs and he came down in his dressing gown with a can of deodorant. And he just got on the microphone, you know, like they do in a local pub. He went, "Ladies and gentlemen, the human fireball!" And he sprayed himself in deodorant and lit it. And then he got the belt from the robe. The human fireball would like to introduce to you the helicopter. So he got the belt from his dressing gown, wrapped it around his penis, and then pulled it really fast, and his willy went...
I thought we agreed we were never going to talk about this after.
What alcohol does, it brings out the competition element of the male. So what happened next was that another friend said, "Well, watch this. Everyone give me your coppers." So everyone coppered up. You know, like, you won't know about that because you're posh. So everyone put, like, the pennies in and the 2p's. He put 83 pence in pennies down his foreskin. Yeah. And then he started coughing and they all individually dropped out. Now, that's a party trick.
How did he find out he could do that?
Because he was drunk, Jimmy!
You sure it wasn't Darren Brown's stag do?
OK, all right, so what's worse on a date, a fussy eater or someone who drinks too much?
We're going to go fussy eater.
Booze.
Someone who will only eat booze.
What are you going for?
We're going for someone who drinks too much.
OK, Sean, what are you going to go for?
Probably heavy drinking is worse.
I can tell you, you are right. Yes! 63% of people said someone who drinks too much is worse than a fussy eater. I think a fussy eater is worse. If she won't put that in her mouth, she's not going to like what I've got planned for dessert. Oh, this tasted coppers. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here's your question. Top reason people are jealous of their friends.
I've got a mate who works at a Marmite factory.
Yeah.
He's always the talk of the town, so...
Yeah. Some people love him, some people...
No, we all love him.
So I'm jealous of is Joe's beard. I can't grow a beard.
Me neither.
I can't. And if I even 2 weeks, I just look like a sort of, you know, really old tennis ball. You know, patchy and bits there. I mean, you could just probably knock that out in a couple of hours, can you? Yeah.
You're looking at that through rose-tinted glasses, though, because Joe can't go to playgrounds, for example.
I've got a mate who lives right opposite the station. You can see the trains coming in.
Living the dream. Living the dream.
I've got a mate. You're going to hate this, with a padlock on his shed.
I'm jealous of my friend who can get 82p up his foreskin.
I can beat him. I can put a pound down there.
friends.
Are you jealous of any of your friends?
I can't get up in the morning and I'm just a really lazy person.
I'm jealous of her for not having to get up in the morning. There you go. Sleep until midday, lovely. With her.
Really lazy.
I'm jealous of anyone with a foreskin. That was different. That's not you.
Not outed me. You were, though. You'd be the world's #1 tranny, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah. You would be an amazing tranny.
Yeah.
So you've got to have a dream.
See, this is it. I just don't know how to talk to women. I would never think to say that to a lady. You watch it done and you think,
oh, yeah. A woman say, you're so beautiful, you'd make an amazing tranny.
It's slightly ironic coming from Tim, I think.
Yeah.
You have slightly the demeanour of the world's worst.
Yeah, I just always forget to share.
No, here's the world's worst. I can do something which will make you all jealous, especially Joe. Look, I can do this.
Whoa! Forget Joel, that's amazing!
Is that the Olympic symbol?
What?
Joe.
Yeah.
He's just trying to make sure I know.
That is amazing. Look at the amount of people in our audience currently going...
Do you start from the little one and work forward?
If you've just tuned in, we've gone mental. OK, so top reason people are jealous of their friends. I'll give you a clue, it's a really superficial thing.
Yeah, it'll be money or having a hot girlfriend, boyfriend.
Hair's not far off.
Hair, looks.
Looks.
Noses.
Long arms.
Long arms.
Skinnier is the right answer. What? She got the right answer. Skinnier. Yeah, that's... Apparently the top reason people are jealous of their friends is because they're thinner. Victoria Beckham's so thin, she's got to be careful when she has a bath, because if the water's too hot, she could turn into stock. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean, Joe and Vernon have 3 points, and John, Rachel and Tim have 3 points, which means it's a draw. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. If you want more, tune in tomorrow night for 8 out of 10 Cats Uncut. That's it from us. Good night.
Just a funny face, it's Joe Wilkinson and their team captain, Sean Locke. And facing them tonight, that's the way to do it, it's Natalie Cassidy. Stand-up star, it's Ellie Taylor. And their team captain, John Richardson. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy Carr.
And welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 68% of men say that when it comes to women, they like to have something to hold on to, like her ankle when she tries to leave. Over 50% of Brits have never tasted English wine. You don't know what you're missing unless you've ever sucked lemon juice out of a cat's arse. And 24% of men think Simon Cowell is the best-dressed man in Britain. That's probably because he spends so much time in his massive closet. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellist job to guess the British public's top 3 most popular talking points. John, what do you think the nation will be talking about this week?
Well, there's a new talent show in town, Jimmy, and it's called The Voice. And maybe you're not watching The Voice. Will I am.
John Richardson, everyone. Yeah.
You know when sometimes you're watching a TV talent show, it's basically karaoke on TV, and you think, this needs chairs that spin round.
It seems to be such a big selling point, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Chairs spin round, it's a big deal.
It's quite exciting at first.
I don't think it's part of the format. I think it was in Tom's contract, because his hips are so bad he can't turn round anymore. It took so long, they put the chairs in. After the show, they put wheels and handles on it and take him home.
Is the show better if I did... Oh, I heard you, and then I didn't know what you looked like, and then I turned around.
It should be allowed, though, once they've turned round and seen the people, to go, keep going.
If they can turn back again, go, we must be joking. Ellie, are you watching it?
I am. I like the judges. I like Jessie J a lot. Me and Natalie were saying this. We want to be Jessie J's best friend.
Her best friend?
Yeah. Jimmy.
Or girlfriend.
Or girlfriend, would you?
I don't lie, Ellie. We was in the makeup room. We were saying we'd give her one, didn't we?
If you three need a space to sort of hang out and just see what happens, I've got her.
She does have the ability, though. She's, like, absolutely beautiful, but within the blink of an eye, she can go to Les Dawson. Like, she proper gurns.
Amazing. It's like...
She's, like, beautiful, and then suddenly she'll be like... it's weird.
Is her hair real?
I think she's a big fan of wigs.
Wigs. Get down to wigs. You can see Tom in an old people's home just being wheeled around going, I knew Elvis, you know.
He mentioned, like, every 2 sentences he goes, when I was talking to Elvis. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how well he knew him, but I know they haven't spoken since 1977. Get over it.
Look at Tom's eyes. It's like someone in a coma who can use their arms and legs. I knew Elvis, you know. You enjoying it, Joe, The Voice?
Yeah, I like the chairs.
Yeah?
I like spinning around. I want one. After the show, I might ask if I can have one. If there's not a second series, I'll email them. Not the ones Tom's had, one of the other ones.
I don't know, I mean, Tom Jones is like, he's sort of quite an icon and stuff, and he's had hits for 40 years, but Danny is in the script.
I reckon the first time the viewing public saw Danny, Wikipedia must have crashed. Who's he?
Literally, I couldn't pick him out of a lineup. He could be in our front row now, I would not know.
You wouldn't know, he wouldn't be facing you.
Well, it was all about the battles on last weekend's Voice.
I saw a bit of that, and the interesting thing about it is they all want to finish the song. So one of them goes, whoa, yeah, the other one goes, yeah, and the next one goes, woo.
I think it brings a new concept to the show. I quite like it.
What we do at my house is we watch The Voice, but with our backs to it. And then I turn to my wife and I say, are you going? She goes, yeah, I'm going. And we go to the pub.
Should we have a look and see whether this is one of the most talked about things this week? Yes, the battle between The Voice and Britain's Got Talent continues. The concept behind The Voice is that the judges can't see who's singing, which is a great idea because it stops people like Susan Boyle cruising through on their good looks. Sean Steen, what else do you think is on our top 3?
There's the recession. We're back in recession.
Double dip.
Yay! Double dip. Sounds nice, doesn't it, double dip?
Are we in proper recession or are we in a technical recession?
Well, we're in a... I don't know.
So what's the difference between a recession and a technical recession?
One indicator of growth is slower than another indicator, and then the CBI comes along and says, but actually, this figure here means we're only in a growth recession, and, you know, and receipts on VAT receipts. I'm now just...
I haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
I knew you didn't have a chance when you started that.
What I'm now doing is...
Very brave.
What I'm now doing...
Nice try, but I'm turning my chair back. I can't believe anyone's surprised, though, we're in recession, because I don't know anyone who makes anything. Do you know, I don't know anyone, apart from a neighbour came round with some fudge the other day. But nobody makes anything anymore.
The whole nation is baking cakes.
Yeah. Everyone's baking.
Yeah, exactly. Mm. But, no, I mean, if we can get the Chinese interested in tea cakes, we're all right. Everyone buys stuff from China, crap from... My pants are from China, and they haven't even got dragons on. You can't buy British pants.
Yes, you can. Mary Porter started making pants in Manchester. They were 3 times as much as the pants from Primark.
I don't shop in Primark. I absolutely will not go in there.
Have you been barred?
I watched this show last night, just doing a bit of research of you taking the piss out of everybody and me shitting myself before coming on. And when I was looking...
I'm from EastEnders.
Yeah.
That's as bad as it's going to get. You'll be fine.
It's good, though. That impression is good.
Do you still get people, Natalie, asking about your trumpet?
All the time. Every day on a regular basis. Usually white van drivers, and I'll be walking along, and I've got my child and that, and they're like 40, 50-year-old men, you know, great big fat lorry drivers. They go, hey, Sonia, where's your trumpet? And I think...
You just do that for them.
I've done that.
You mean pretend to play the trumpet? Don't do that for lorry drivers. So, John, recession.
Do you know how The Sun reported the recession? With a down smiley face.
Show us what a down smiley... What would that look like?
That's what... So that people can go, I don't know the facts, but if that little yellow-faced man looks unhappy, then we must really be in trouble. Yeah. And at least we got the right people in charge. George Osborne, he was really upset. Do you know what he said? If I had a magic wand, I'd wave it. Thanks, George. It's good to know the fucking Chancellor's really got a plan.
I like how a chief economist in the UK has said that the missing link within the British economy is a lack of confidence. So I think I know what George Osborne should do. He should just draft in Gok Wan. He's good with confidence, isn't he? And he'd just get the economy, tell her she's got awesome bangers, whack her in a wrap dress from Dorothy Perkins, away we go! He's sorted!
It's a good idea, but I worry it will end with George Osborne naked in a shop window somewhere.
Yeah.
So, you look fabulous. It's all about the confidence.
I've never liked them.
What, bangers?
No, recessions.
Oh, right.
Never liked them. I'll stick my neck out and say they're shit.
Yeah. But you don't like them?
No, I don't like them. Said it, I said it.
I wondered when...
It's out there now.
Because it's been in the news a lot this week. It's a return to the 1970s, and I wondered, is that why you're wearing that?
Don't take that. Go straight back at him.
Yeah.
Go and get him.
All right, hold on.
I'm going to move out of the way.
Yeah.
And you sort him out.
Do your top button up.
Let's have a look and see if the recession is up there. Yes, Britain is back in recession. The recession risks catapulting Britain back to the 1970s, or in the case of Scotland, forward to the 1970s. OK, fingers on buzzers. One more thing to get.
Mayor shit.
Mayor shit.
Yeah.
Mayor shit, yeah.
That's happening.
For real.
Here's all the Boris and Ken stuff and who's going to win. I think if anyone should win, it's probably better to be Boris, because at least he could give a good speech at the Olympics, rather than Ken. He always sounds like he's just about to embark upon a lecture about, like, interesting developments in drainage or something. He hasn't got the majesty to hold it, unlike Boris, I think.
Yeah, but we're looking for a mayor, not a town crier.
Boris is a character, though. I think he'll win, down to the fact that people find him funny.
I ain't voting for him, and I'll tell you why, because he wants driverless trains on the tube, and I've seen Total Recall, and I'll tell you where that ends up. Driverless trains 1 minute, next you got women with 3 tits, and I ain't having it. On my watch.
Sounds like a step forward to me.
What I don't like about him is the way he takes credit for things that are nothing to do with him, like the bikes, the Boris bikes. And I'll only call them Boris bikes when you can park one in his arse. But then, if he's going to take credit for things like that, he should take credit for other things as well. That shouldn't be the Tottenham, it should be the Boris riots. Boris wasn't even in London. He didn't even know there was anyone in London in August. He thought, why aren't they all in Tuscany? So, what are you all doing here?
The Boris bikes were Ken Livingstone's idea, and then he got rid of, so they came in under Boris, and now they're called Boris bikes. When really they should be like Kensicles. Now you can't vote for Ken Livingstone cried watching his own video this week. If you're going to cry watching your own video, he can't have seen Toy Story 3. He's going to lose his shit.
I don't like Boris.
Do you not like him?
No, because he stopped boozing on the tubes, didn't he? And I love that. I love getting hammered on the tube. I used to make a real day of it. I'd take a picnic, I'd lay a blanket out. Can't do that now, can you? I used to bottle of Carver, it's wonderful. But no, can't do that, you floppy head twat.
London's one of the most multicultural cities on earth, and you've got Boris, someone who looks too blonde for the Third Reich. Eton public school boy. I mean, it doesn't represent London in any shape or form whatsoever.
This is how multicultural London is. The BNP candidate is called Carlos Cortiglia. That's incredible. The register they must have at meetings. Adams, yeah. Brown, yeah. Cortiglia, see.
Let's have a look at Ken and Boris in action.
His point is, you've said good stuff in the past, you don't always deliver.
There are often times when you propose something, you want to say you're defeated or you fail. What I've never done is knowingly lie. Say to people I'm planning to do something when I'm not. That's why I've given that commitment. If I haven't practiced this by the 7th of October, I will stand down and let somebody else take my place.
Thank you very much
Pants
indeed.
on fire, pants on fire.
I'm not going to risk it. I really am not going to risk it, Boris.
That's the way he actually behaves like a 9-year-old boy again. Pants on fire.
They already had a fight, didn't they? They had a fight in a lift.
Yes.
Boris pinned Ken up against a wall and called him an effing liar.
Yeah. 3 times.
Thrice. Thrice. And then Brian Paddock was in there and he said, oh, I nearly arrested you. And the Green Party lady, she couldn't say anything because she should have been using the stairs.
OK, let's have a look and see what's up there. Yes, the London mayoral elections are next week. In order to be fully impartial, we have to mention the other candidates. So, for the record, Brian Paddock and Jenny Jones are also shit. A 19-year-old from Chorley has had the face of Boris tattooed on his leg. It was all a misunderstanding. He asked for an anchor. Do you want to have a look at this tattoo? It's a genuine thing. He's had a tattoo of Boris. Have a look.
Great. What a good tattoo, though. What a good piece of artwork that is.
Always seeing the positive. That's what we like about you.
It is.
Yeah, nice. You know what
I'd like to have Sean Locke tattooed on my back. Because he's my favourite comedian.
He's your favourite comedian?
Sorry. Yeah, at the moment.
Really?
A picture of Sean Locke on your back?
Yeah,
That'd be slightly off-putting for me later.
Yeah.
And at the end of that round, I can tell you that Sean, Joe and Gabby have 1 point. John, Natalie and Ellie have 2 points. Welcome back to 8 out of 10 Cats. Our next round is Pick of the Polls. Sean's team, what do you like the look of?
Can we have the fellow with a flask?
The train spotter? Here's your related question. Most people think having a quirky obsession makes a person more interesting. True or false?
Occasionally, I practice hide and seek in my house in case a game kicks off. Are we ready?
So you play hide and seek on your own?
Yeah, well, I'm not playing then, I'm practising. A massive difference.
Joe, you should come round my house. You've got to come round mine, because my little girl, she loves hide and seek, and we play it all the time.
I really don't think...
You're trying to arrange a play date with your 3-year-old and that.
That's just
Look at him. He looks like a photo fit.
Yeah, he's right. I'm not being funny. I wouldn't let me in your house.
Any quirky hobbies, obsessions over here?
I got all of them. Just pick them up, as people say, when I think, yeah, I'll have that, I'll do that.
Because you've got most OCDs, haven't you?
What? No, they're not OCDs. They're just correct ways of doing things. It's just facts. I'm having particular bother at the moment because I've moved, and on my walk to the station, there's 3 patches of tarmac that are different to the rest. And the first one is an odd number of steps, and the next 2 are even, and it breaks my heart. Every time I have to do a little half step so that I get an even number on the... You can't phone the council about that kind of shit. And that's like the start of the day as well, and if you've got 7 bumpy tarmacs on the left foot and 6 on the right, you're not having a good day, are you, then? If I was sensible, I'd say, well, do you know what, it evens out when I get home, but then sometimes I can't remember if I've got uneven on the left.
For fuck's sake.
Everyone's got little ones they do, and they definitely make you more interesting.
OK, most people think having a quirky obsession makes a person more interesting. What do you think, true or false?
What do you think? What do you think?
Probably true.
True.
Probably true, Joe?
True, Joe.
Yes.
Yes.
OK, you're going true. What are you going to go for, John?
Absolutely. I mean, having a quirk can't... The definition of a quirk is something interesting. So it has to make you more interesting to have a quirk.
Oh, all right, just answer. Jesus.
Hey, but how many letters quirky got and how many has interesting got? Oh, Christ, jumble them up. One's got a G, but the other one's got a Q. And that's at the beginning and that's at the end. Ah, but they're like opposites of each other, so you can't have them together, joined together. Oh, my God, how can you join those together?
Can I just say, Sean, I think you're coming across as a little bit weird now. You need to rein it in. We think it's true, Jimmy.
I can tell you the answer is true. Yeah. Yeah, 85% of British people think a quirky obsession makes a person more interesting. My aunt spends 14 hours a day cleaning. She's a cleaner. And the winner is the name of our final round. And here's your question. Last thing Brits do before going to sleep.
I always move into the slow lane. I have a ritual of sort of defending the house before I go to sleep. I go down, you know, I check all the locks. Sometimes I open the door, I just stand on the sort of threshold of the house, going, try and get into my house then! I'm ready for you! And that usually puts me in the mood for bed.
The great thing about having kids is that you can sleep anywhere, because you're so sleep deprived that you just can fall asleep, like, anywhere.
You know, how much sleep? I mean, when they were born, presumably because you're really sleep deprived when they're little.
I don't think you ever get it back, really. I don't think it ever comes back. Maybe when they're 20 and they go to college.
Oh, sorry, you're saying you could have a 19-year-old in the house and go, oh, I'm not getting any sleep. Oh, this 19-year-old's keeping me up. He's up at 4 for a feed.
I think if I had a 19-year-old in the house, I wouldn't get much sleep.
Yeah, it might be a bit of clapping John the pervert. Pervert! I think if I had a 19-year-old in the house, I know what I'd do to a 19-year-old. I'd bloody hell get hold of it and give it an aching stage to. That's how you talk, John. That's how you sound to Southerners. You think you sound very eloquent, soft-spoken, the very poetry of the lakes in your voice, but I think you sound like that. I'm gonna get hold of you. Just 19. Time for Uncle John to teach you.
I don't know what
a few tricks. I've got a few tricks to show you.
What's the form if someone gets possessed by the ghost of Bernard Manning? Is there someone we could call? Do we need a priest?
Oh no, it's happening again. 19, are you 19? Are you 19? Go with him. You start doing the voice and you think you can stop, but you can't. It's a lot of fun to do. Oh, it's all right. You don't like it when he comes back here. Oh, when he comes back, I don't like it. Oh. Are you 19? Yes, you are.
It's just like being back home at Christmas.
I'll tell you what I do. Before I go to bed, I sing myself a little song.
Is there a little song before you... like a lullaby?
Yeah. I just lie in bed and go, the day's over, we've all had such fun. You go, it's no longer morning when it all begun. The pillows are plumped, the bed is warm. Go to sleep, Sean. Go to sleep. And I don't know what comes next, because I'm like, God, no.
Joe, do you have a sort of nighttime routine?
Yeah, I lock my legs, because I sleep standing up.
I'd imagine you just clearing loads of cans off your bed.
Yeah,
Takeaway cartons.
Sometimes
chucking the ashtray on the floor.
Sometimes I check no one else is in the park.
So, last thing British people do before going to sleep. Any other guesses?
Set their alarm.
I always have a nice milky drink, and then I phone my mum and I say, night, mum, and she goes, night, John, how you getting
It's a form of entertainment.
What's the telly?
That is the right answer. That's it. Yes, the last thing British people do before going to sleep is watch TV. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show. And I can tell you that it's a draw. Everyone tonight's a winner. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. If you want more, tune in to 8 Hour 10 Cats Uncut on Monday. That's it from us. Good night.
And their team captain, Sean Locke. And facing them tonight, dancing queen, it's Tess Daly. Get the beards in, it's Joe Wilkinson. And their team captain, John Richardson. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show all about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 25% of children aren't allowed to play conkers at school? I wasn't allowed to touch my conkers at school. Apparently, it was putting off the netball team. 13% of people have been visited by a dead person. Or, to put it another way, 13% of people have fallen asleep thinking about their nan. And a survey's revealed lap dancers pay 4 times as much for car insurance as nurses, presumably because lap dancers are more at risk of being rear-ended. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 3 most popular talking points. Sean's team, what do you think the nation have been talking about over the last week?
X Factor was quite controversial, was it?
Yes, what happened on X Factor?
I think someone went that was
You
quite,
didn't watch
quite
it,
good.
did you?
No.
Have you ever been approached as a judge on one of those shows?
I did one this summer called Superstar, but it was an Andrew Lloyd Webber thing for Jesus Christ Superstar. And I was in it, I was Mary Magdalene. Did Jimmy came to the show?
I came to it was pretty good, it was pretty fun. Jesus Christ Superstar, what's not to like? I realised I couldn't look any gayer than with this waistcoat on, so now I can fully come out and go musicals.
Yeah, you look like,
terrific.
You're like a sommelier who's had a sudden court appearance.
Exactly the look I was going for. Do you like X Factor? Do you like? Because I mean, it's a bit manufactured pop music. It's not like the good old days with the Spice Girls.
Spice Girls, of course. I think that now I'm just a bit bored of the whole format, really. But you know, maybe unfair I'm saying that because I haven't seen any this series.
Well, I think a lot of people who watch Strictly's winning in the ratings, isn't it, this year? And I think it's because it's a happier show.
I love it.
But it just shows you people admire people who can dance more than sing. You know, that's why Strictly is so much bigger than X Factor, right? Because deep down, everybody thinks they can sing in the shower, but nobody thinks they can dance in the shower.
I think it's a better show because on Strictly you get singing and dancing.
Yeah.
On X Factor you get neither.
And the band and the vocalists on Strictly are incredible, aren't they?
They're amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they've got the best live vocals on television.
Yeah, they're incredible.
But I don't watch the X Factor because I'm busy.
You should get Sky Plus.
I've got it. I've got it.
Take
But
it,
we
you-
tape Strictly because my girls watch it and dance, you know, again and again. They love it.
I mean, my favourite this year is Lisa Riley. Do you think she's going to win?
I don't know if she'll win. She might make it to the final because she's so popular.
Yeah.
Who's going to win it? I don't know who's going to win it. I mean, Denise obviously is brilliant, has been brilliant from the off. But is she too good that people will disengage and sort of think she doesn't need them to vote for her? You start it, I can go on all night.
I don't want to have to tell Vernon, but...
What?
Well, that was pretty sexy, that.
It's been quite a long time for John. If you could just not make any physical contact, that would probably be best
See if
for
there was
everyone.
anything there.
How high pitch was that?
Trying to get up to the bicep, aren't you? But you can't get your hand around it, can you?
Melanie, would you go on Strictly?
I do love Strictly, actually, and I know people who've done it.
Emma's done it, hasn't she? Emma Bunton's
Emma
done it.
did really
she
well.
was brilliant.
I think she came second.
Do you know Emma Bunton?
I do.
Wow. Go on.
I would like to do it. If it's still on in 10 years, I'd like to do it. Because I'd like to be a more mature lady. Because then I think, because I can dance a bit, I think it'd be more impressive.
If you could do it in 10 years?
Yeah, when I'm, like, older.
Joe, now, presumably they ask you to go on Strictly every year.
No, we never have.
I've been asked to do it as one of the pros. And I said I can't go as a contestant. I'm trained, you know, in modern jazz, ballet, whatever. So it'd be an unfair advantage. I'll still do it. It's good cash. 40 quid a night, why not?
Oh, you'd be amazing on that.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, Jimmy, Jimmy, I've always thought that you'd be amazing on it.
On Strictly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I worry that the clothes are a little bit camp. OK, should we have a look and see whether Strictly and X Factor are one of the most talked about things this week?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Yes, Strictly Come Dancing! Strictly got its highest viewing figures when the dancers performed live at Wembley Arena. They had to temporarily move out of BBC Television Centre as it was being swept for paedophiles. John, Joe, Tess, what else did the nation be talking about over the last week?
I used to be called John Joe. When you said that then, it reminded me of my mum when I was about 5.
Oh. John Joe, were you on Big Fat Gypsy Wedding? John Joe doesn't want to appear because for fear of his scrap metal business being affected. It's always John Joe.
Well, the interesting news this week is Lord McAlpine, I guess, who's suing all of Twitter.
He's suing 10,000 Twitter users who basically wrongly outed him as a paedophile.
The fine should be, instead of financial, because most people on Twitter are just bored people who don't earn a lot of money, you should be, if you do a bad tweet, you lose characters. So like speeding, but you can only do 135 now. And then if you're really bad, right, you can't use the letter E on Twitter.
Sally Bercow tweeted, "Why is Lord McAlpine trending? Innocent face."
Yeah, the good news about it all is that Sally Bercow has been forced to close her Twitter account, which is the only good thing. I would have had her close it ages ago for doing that stupid thing where you put an asterisk and then something you're doing, and then that really pisses me off. Definitely starting the diet today. Asterisk, goes for some cake. Asterisk, oh, piss off.
Hang on, Grandad looks upset. Sean, what?
Well, I just don't know how you can be annoyed by her Twitter. What are you reading them for in the first place?
To get annoyed. Yeah. What else am I going to do with my day?
So Lord McAlpine, he's received £185,000 from the BBC and £125,000 from ITV.
It's a lot of fuss, isn't it? He's made a lot of fuss. For £185,000, you can call me a paedophile for a week.
Come on, Newsnight, treat yourselves.
I was over the moon when I found out I could sue people on Twitter. Things I get called. Yesterday, someone called me the most gormless man on the planet. That's got to be worth a tenner. He can't have checked with everyone.
I like Twitter, but it needs an extra app that you can put into your Twitter that between you pressing send, it takes 30 seconds where the screen goes to your face and you've got to stare at your face for 30 seconds. And it's called Have a Word With Yourself.
You're on Twitter, Melanie, aren't you?
I was kind of forced into tweeting because when you're promoting something, this social media, it's kind of, that's what it's there for, you know, let people know what you're doing. But then when you start doing that, people slag you off. And it's like, well, isn't that what
There's a weird thing, when you go, my new record's out tomorrow, and people go, oh, yeah, you're just trying to sell records.
Sake,
Why do you think I'm doing this?
What do you think I'm doing here?
What's the new album called?
It's called Stages.
Stages?
Yeah. I hate it. Do you know, it's so funny, isn't it?
You hate it?
No.
Lots of publicity ever.
It's probably not that bad, ladies and gentlemen. Give it a go.
No, it's weird, because you do all this shit, don't you, to promote stuff?
This is not shit! You need to apologise for your comments. You need to make a formal apology.
I've only ever done one tweet. Did one tweet, and I've got 36,000 followers, which if you worked it out on a follower per tweet ratio, I'm the most successful person ever on Twitter.
What did you tweet?
I tweeted, due to a series of imposters, I have been forced to set up a Twitter account. Now go fuck yourselves.
I'd love it if you got into Twitter. Really, because there's times I think about you in the week, and I just think... I just don't know what you do. There's times I think...
What do I do?
I'd love to know what Sean's doing.
Sit in a tree and spit at pigeons. So what do you think I do, John?
I literally... That's one of the things. I just have no idea. I can't imagine you eating food.
What do you mean?
Can't imagine you going for a run or watching TV. I just imagine you in a dark room, sort of softly lit, just your face, staring at yourself in a mirror. Growling.
I do stare at stuff, yeah. I just go around, I'm just an ordinary sort of bloke, just does ordinary things. I'm usually, I've got an old spinning wheel, and I spin my own wool. I'm there spinning wool. I do that for the local community. I do Meals on Wheels, but I only do 5 days a week. I think 2 days a week, the lazy old bastards can go out and get their own food.
Right, back to Lord McAlpine.
For me, what he's done is he's gone from the premiership of hate. Being a paedophile, you'd be like the premiership, wouldn't you? If you had, like, a league tables of hate... Paedophile would be up there near the top. He's just slipped down into the championship, really. Because he's still a Tory non-dom. Nobody likes them, non-doms. They don't pay any tax.
Really?
So he's
Fuckers.
he's only gone down... he's only gone down a little bit.
Yeah. Let's have a look and see if Lord McAlpine is up there. Yes, Lord McAlpine may sue 10,000 Twitter users for libel. What you can and can't say is a legal minefield, but what we definitely can say is that Jimmy Savile is a paedophile. Lord McAlpine isn't, and Gary Glitter is not getting as much babysitting work as he used to. I watched the footage of Philip Schofield ambushing the Prime Minister on this morning, and like the rest of the nation, I thought Holly Willoughby's bangers are massive. Those pedos are really missing out. OK, fingers on buzzers. One thing still to get.
David Beckham. He's,
Leaving the galaxy.
Yes.
Leaving the galaxy. Wait until after Christmas to make a decision as to where he's going.
Yeah.
Melanie, where do you reckon they want to live next? Because Paris Saint-Germain has offered...
Yeah, I don't
New
know.
York.
Grimsby.
Wherever he goes, experts say the club could afford to pay him £500,000 a week with the money he would bring in through increased sponsorship and TV deals.
Why doesn't he just not join a club and just say people whatever money they're going to give to the club, just give straight to him? Just have people collecting money around the country, just saying, this is for David Beckham, can you put it in here? You like David Beckham? If you like David Beckham, can you put some money in there, please? Hello, we'd like to do a monthly transfer from your bank to David Beckham.
I was born on the same day as David Beckham.
And you very much had parallel lives.
Yeah. I sometimes think we may have been separated at birth. Too similar, I think. And we both like sitting about in our pants.
Except he only wears them once, and you've only got one pair.
Yeah.
The thing that annoys me about him the most is that everyone says, oh, he's got OCD because he doesn't wear his pants twice. That's not OCD, that's just being a wasteful prick. Victoria said about him, didn't she? Oh, if there's 3 cans in the cupboard, he throws one away, so there's 2. Well, what a dick. Just buy another one and then there's 4.
Do you know what? You really need to stop believing what you read.
She said that and she does him.
She said that and she does him. It's a magnificent turn of phrase.
If he was that obsessed with even numbers, he wouldn't have called his kids 7. That must annoy him. Every time he looks into the eyes of his own child, he must just think, I should have said 8.
He doesn't talk like that anymore. He's got a deeper voice now, hasn't he?
I should have said 8.
Shall we have a look at David Beckham doing what he does best?
Yeah.
Have a little look.
Hey.
Do you know what's really weird? I can't even look at that because, you know, so many women around the world, like looking at David Beckham.
Of course.
But he's my friend's husband and it's really weird.
Yeah.
What, so you can't...
I actually can't look.
Why can't you go on, treat yourself?
She
won't mind, have a little look.
It feels wrong.
I finally understand why they called that film Bend It Like Beckham.
Well, I can tell you it's not in the top 3, but David Beckham has announced he's leaving LA Galaxy. People idolise Beckham, but trust me, he's got skeletons in his closet, although she'll be out as soon as she finds something to wear. People used to think David Beckham was thick, until Wayne Rooney. Fingers on buzzers, one more thing to get. Go on, John.
There's the geezer who done all the money problems. has been said.
Could you be any less specific?
The guy who worked for UBS
The rogue trader.
The rogue trader.
He
He's
stole
gone to
a
prison.
lot. He didn't steal a lot. He frauded.
You don't know what-
He lost a lot. 1.4 billion.
That's a hell of a meeting when his bosses call him in. Do you reckon you try and bluff it out? Just go, we know what's happened. You go, is this about the photocopier?
Adeboli confessed his crime to his bosses in an email, and he described the situation as a shitstorm.
Yeah, I read that.
It's quite an understatement, really.
It's also incredibly unprofessional to write that in a work email.
Yes. Yes. That's an official warning, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why he lost his job.
One more of those, mate, and you're out.
How could they not notice 1.4 billion?
Yeah, how does it
could
get
happen?
to 1.4 billion?
What job is he going to get now? There's no... You can't apply for any job with that on your CV, can you? Even like KFC. They're going to fit through. So what do you think you're going to... Oh! You're having a laugh. I won't let you clean the toilet, you dick.
I reckon he'll just leave it off his CV.
Well, I can tell you it's not in the top 3, but former UBS trader Kwaku Adeboli has been sentenced to 7 years in prison after losing the bank £1.4 billion. Kwaku Adeboli is now banned from Britain's 2 leading financial institutions, Cash Converters and Wonga.com. OK, one more thing to get fingers on buzzers.
Lady bishops.
Oh, God, yeah, that's a biggie.
Yeah.
Yes. Lady bishops.
You can't have lady bishops. No lady bishops allowed.
Sad.
Yeah.
It's the end of a dream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it not a huge blow for equality for the sake of a paltry 6 votes?
They lost by 6 votes.
Yeah, they did. But now they've got to wait. Is it 7 years they've got to wait
I think
until
it's
they
10
can vote?
years till the next synod.
I actually thought this would be a perfect opportunity for God to reveal himself, wouldn't it? You know, if there was a God, you'd think he'd come down to the synod and say, yes, it's fine, Lady Bishop.
Well, maybe God is a woman, controversial, and she's just really pissed off.
What, and she's not talking to us, and we're saying, what's the problem? And she's going, well, if you don't know...
Yeah.
I'm not telling you.
She's got the she's just like, yeah.
Sure. Do you think there are any jobs that women shouldn't be allowed to do?
A lady boy.
Is that a job?
No, I mean it. A woman should not be allowed masquerade as a ladyboy. Can you imagine how disappointed you'd be in your hotel room in Bangkok? Ha-ha! No cock!
Yeah. Female bishops, where do you stand on female bishops, Joe?
Well, the Archbishop, he was keen, wasn't he?
The new one was keen, yeah.
Yeah, he was like... He was too keen. Because he was quoted as saying... it would be nice to have some sweet ass around the place.
I don't think those were his exact words. The new one, the new Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, called it a grim day.
Yeah, that's what I said, yeah.
I remember Miss Rowan Williams. I liked him. He had a cool voice. It's the same voice as Saruman from Lord of the Rings. It's really cool. There will be no women bishops.
That's the guy you liked? Yeah. I'm going to say those eyebrows are going to be a deal-breaker. This is the new guy. I think they just shaved the old guy, didn't they? yeah, he's definitely new. Don't worry about that. Sure. Okay, do you think women should be allowed to be bishops?
I'm surprised anyone cares, really. It's just one of those things that you think, well, if you want to be a bishop, that's fine. I mean, I'm voodoo.
What, voodoo?
I'm voodoo. Been very outspoken. We have a voodoo hoodoo every now and again. Yeah,
what do you do at the voodoo hoodoo?
Well, it was a big hoo-ha at the voodoo hoodoo this week. Because someone did a doo-doo at the hoodoo. You don't do a doo-doo at the hoodoo. And we didn't know who do.
Let's have a look and see whether female bishops are one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, indeed. Yes, the Church of England have refused to allow female bishops, denying male bishops the thing they so desperately wanted, poontang on tap. So those were the most talked about things over the last week. But in other news, Andy Coulson and Rebecca Brooks have been charged with bribing officials. Through these difficult times, Rebecca Brooks is being supported by her husband, Charlie Brooks, her friend, Rupert Murdoch, and her sister, the Wicked Witch of the West. At the end of that round, Sean, Andrew and Melanie have 2 points, John, Tess and Joe have 1 point. Our next round is Pick of the Polls. John, Tess, Joe, your turn first. What do you like the look of?
The alien.
The alien.
You want to go alien? OK, here's your related question. 28% of people think the government is hiding evidence of aliens.
You shouldn't even be saying that. For Christ's sake, Jimmy, that stuff should be kept under wraps.
Listen, the truth is out there.
Man, you can't put that shit out there and blow their fucking minds.
Yeah.
They're not ready for it, Jimmy.
I can't believe you said it.
Well, for now, OK, remember, if I get assassinated, 28% of people think the government is hiding evidence of aliens. True or false? What do you think, John?
I've been saying it. I've been saying it for 10 damn years. Ain't I been saying it?
Finally, an accent that goes with that shirt.
I think if anyone is throwing insults about clothes, it shouldn't be you tonight.
Why are you wearing that? Because I thought we weren't allowed to talk about it. Because, you know, sometimes when someone's a bit weird, you can talk about it. And then when something's so weird, everyone goes, is he all right?
God, wear a waistcoat. What's the matter with that? It's nice.
It just looks ridiculous.
Back to aliens. Do you believe in aliens, Melanie?
I don't, and anyone who does is a knobhead.
You know something I found out? That, you know, when you buy ham in a supermarket, in a packet, there's cameras in there. When you look at the ham, oh, what's the sell-by date on that? There's somebody watching you in, like, a government office somewhere. They're all just shocked. They're all going, why isn't this on the news? Because they won't let it out there. So that's the kind of games they're playing with us.
Once you know that, the aliens thing doesn't seem so weird, then.
No.
Apparently we've got a sound problem. Hang on one sec. What's the sound problem?
Well, obviously, they're trying to shut us down, aren't they? No, you're not fucking taking me!
Whose mic is it? It's Sean's mic. You're just sorting it?
Yeah. If this isn't proof of what I've been saying... yeah, let's shut Sean up.
All right, so 28% of people think the government is hiding evidence of aliens. True or false?
I've been to Area 51.
What do you mean you've been to Area 51?
I was arrested by the American Air Force at Area 51 a couple of months back.
What were you doing at Area 51?
I was making a programme about aliens for BBC Three. What happened was we went there and I was with a busload of people who are ufologists, people who believe in aliens. I personally don't. I believe in UFOs, but that's not hard to do. That's an unidentified flying object. This is all it takes to believe in one of them. There's something in the sky. I don't know what that is. No need to start a website.
If I take my glasses off, a magpie is an unidentified flying object. I've had aliens in my house, in my bedroom. They were visiting us so regularly, I had to get a restraining order. That didn't work.
You've had real problems with this?
Oh, terrible. It's been a nightmare, Jimmy. But this won't go out. None of this will go out. You guys are all in league with them. Well, fuck you! I'm speaking the truth! Patronise me now!
Okay, so what are you going to say? 28% of people think the government is hiding evidence of aliens. True or false?
True. What do you think?
I'm well out me depth.
I think it's likely to be true.
We think it's true.
OK, you think true? What are you going to go for, Sean?
Doesn't matter what we say, it'll be covered up. They'll change my words to say what they want me to say.
Melanie, you're the only person that seems to be sane on your team.
Put what you want in there. Put what you want in there.
Don't say that.
Sure.
Put your lives in there. It's true, Jimmy. Of course it's true.
All right, I can tell you the answer is true. Amazingly, 28% of people think the government is hiding evidence of aliens. A lot of people report being abducted by aliens and anally probed, but there has to be a downside. The big question is, if alien invaders do come down to Earth and take over, would you recognise us? Sorry, them. OK. Sean's team, what do you fancy answering on?
That's me.
I think we should have Mel.
OK, this is your related question. Most people think their life would make a good musical. True or false?
Oh, I think most people's lives probably would make a good musical.
No, they wouldn't. Most people's lives are boring as shit, aren't
They're not, though. They're not. Maybe the individual, but families are always really interesting. There's always skeletons and scandals, and every family's got that, right?
Yeah, true.
Favourite musical? Sean?
I don't really like musicals, to be honest.
Do you like anything?
I do. I like loads of things. Love rice. I like books. I like music.
What music do you like?
Well, all the good stuff.
What genre?
All the good genres.
Do you like rock music?
I like rock music, yes.
OK, well, I would like to invite you to come and see Jesus Christ Superstar next year.
Oh, thank you.
Sadly, I do like musicals.
I bet you do, don't you?
I do, yeah. You said that really angry. I bet you do. Yeah.
You're so repressed.
Hey, I love a musical
I love
too.
a musical.
You're repressed as well.
I'm not repressed. Look at this waistcoat. I'm out there. I am what I am. Tess, your favourite musical?
I love a musical. I go to all of them. Shrek, Grease, all of them.
Shrek is a musical.
It was an amazing musical. Kimberly Walsh was in it when I went, and she was fantastic.
Not a Shrek.
Not a Shrek. She was the Shrek princess.
I think my life would make a good musical. Like this week alone, I've roasted a chicken. Been cycling pretty much every day. What more ingredients you need for a good, musical?
So, Viva Forever, the Spice Girls musical, opens this week. What is that? The story of you, or is that another story? But
no, it's not. It's a story that's been inspired by the songs of the Spice Girls, and it's written by Jennifer Saunders, and it is brilliant.
What's the story?
The story is about a girl band.
OK.
Ooh.
Hang on, the Spice Girls were going. Hang on a second, what happened? Come on, tell us a bit of the story.
It's very much about modern culture. There's a little piss take of the X Factor in there, and there's... Yeah. It's really good. There's great characters, good relationships. Fuck off, I'm on your team. Sit over there.
So it's a good musical, then? I'm looking for it, so it's great.
You'll enjoy it.
Right.
No, you won't, you cynical old bastard.
I do where I am on his side. I like a musical, but I don't like those people in the background that start dancing. What are you doing? You're a selection of chimney sweeps. This is none of your business. What are you doing? This has got nothing to... Back to work, chimney sweeps. No, he's the main character. She's the main one. He's... Fair enough.
Well, those guys selling fruit, walking around going, oh, I'm just walking through selling fruit, throw an apple up, someone catches it and goes, like that.
OK, let's get some answers. So most people think their life would make a good musical, true or false? What are you going to say, John?
I don't think anyone would say that. My cat, sadly, my cat said to me, I think my life would make a good musical, and I had to say, it's been done, mate. Sorry. Gutted he was. We think it's false.
False.
OK, you're saying false. What are you going to go for? Melanie, what do you think?
Oh, God.
Got pressure, isn't it?
You think false?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we think false.
You think false? I can tell you the answer is false. Only 32% of people think their life would make a good musical. The Phantom of the Opera is about a hideously ugly monster that hides backstage, playing the piano and staring at a woman he could never possibly have. I wonder how Andrew Lloyd Webber came up with that idea. So at the end of that round, it's 4 points for Sean's team and 3 points for John's team. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your first one. Worst subject to talk about on a date.
Is it why I sleep in bunk beds still? They're fun! Top or bottom? You choose.
You choose.
Why would you go on the bottom on your own?
I keep the crayons under the bottom bunk, so it's better to be at the bottom. If I was at the top, I'd have to climb down, get me crayons, then climb right back up again. I'm not doing that.
No, it's definitely top bunk, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can't sneak off, whereas if you're on the bottom bunk, you can sneak off and the person at the top doesn't know. So you've got power in the bottom bunk.
But why do you need to sneak off?
Because sometimes you do need to sneak off. As you've seen, there are situations where people need to take actions into their own hands, Melanie. This world is not as safe a place as you thought it was.
What's your go-to subject on a date? What's your...
Macroeconomics. Every time. Quantitative easing, those sort of things.
The Federal Reserve is privately owned. I bet you didn't know that.
Is Sub-Saharan Africa's recent commodities gold rush going to carry on into sustained development?
Melanie?
Got me.
OK. Apparently men decide within 15 minutes of a date whether a second date is on the cards.
Women know in 15 seconds.
Well, you know straight away whether it's going to be...
Yeah, you do. You know.
Right. And
I think so, yeah.
Straight
that
away.
Initial thing, yeah.
If women know in 15 seconds, I'd rather they just said. Like, if you know, just say, just before we order wine, I already don't like you. We don't want to talk about the wedding on the first date, I'll tell you that. That's weird. We've got to plan it now, haven't we? What else are we going to talk about? What are you going to do on your 18th? I don't care.
OK, it's to do with past relationships, that's the clue.
Number of shags.
That is the correct answer. Oh. Yes, the worst subject to talk about on a first date is how many people you've slept with. You might not think it to look at me, but I've slept with literally hundreds of women. Of course, if a man sleeps with lots of women, he's called a stud, whereas if a woman sleeps with lots of men, she's called your mum. And I am specifically talking about your mum. OK, worst thing about doing DIY.
The only tool I've got is a hammer. I do all the jobs with it.
All the jobs?
Yeah, if I'm sanding a window, with a hammer. So, you know, painting the skirting board, hammer.
Changing a fuse in the plug.
Hammer, yeah. My house is in ribbons.
Power tools really mean you can screw up big, fast. Like, with a little screwdriver, you're not really going to do much damage. You go, oh, but with, like, a power drill, you go... Wow, 30 seconds and I have ruined that whole wall.
Nail guns are fun. Ooh. Sorry.
Have you done any DIY? Would you ever do any?
No, get a man in, that's my answer to that.
See, I find a bit of DIY quite therapeutic. I enjoy it.
What was the last bit of DIY
Home
you did?
improvement. I enjoy the aesthetics, you know, but
Do you mean
I enjoy...
buying cushions? Yeah. That's not DIY. That's buying cushions.
It's improving the home.
Yeah, I bought some cushions. So, exhausted.
I like it, personally. I don't see the problem.
What was the last thing you built? What was the last thing you...
It was a white unit from IKEA. And,
That's not do it yourself.
Yeah, but you drink your way, drink through it. That's the thing that I don't understand. Why isn't everybody drunk making things?
The worst thing about IKEA is you're not allowed to punch people in the back of the head. Why do they walk so slow? Get through!
I don't call it IKEA. I call it IKEA! And they say, can you keep it down? I'd say, look how big you've written it. You write it that big. That's how big I say it. IKEA!
OK, so a bad workman would blame this.
Tools.
What about them?
Lack of the right tools.
There you go, that's the right answer.
What?
She's getting the point.
I'm loving that.
Yes, the worst thing about doing DIY is not having the right tools. If you're doing DIY, there's one tool you definitely don't need. Nick Knowles. I remember as a young lad my dad showing me how to use a hammer, but even then it seemed like a messy way to kill a guinea pig. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean, Andrew and Melanie have 4 points. John, Tess and Joe are tonight's winners with 5 points. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.
pets, making us splash. It's Tina Malone. Not just a funny face, it's Joe Wilkinson. And their team captain, Sean Locke. And facing them tonight, Blimey O'Reilly. It's Rachel Riley. Stand-up guy, it's Chris Ramsey. And their team captain, John Richardson. Now, I'm your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 25% of people can write a text without looking at their phone, which is great because it means you can really concentrate on your driving. 48% of Brits think social networks can help new relationships. It's so true. My life has been such a social whirlwind since I joined Grindr. I've hardly been able to sit down. And 20% of men don't know what a pedicure is. A pedicure? Pretty sure it's a cure for men like Jimmy Savile. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 3 most popular talking points. Sean, Tina, Joe, what have the nation been talking about over the last week?
Faster trains.
Faster trains.
Between Manchester, Leeds and London.
Manchester, Leeds and London.
Yes.
You're going the long way round, aren't you?
Well, you know, they can't get the one that they're doing now on time, so are they going to make it an hour and 6 if they can't do it in 2 hours from Manchester to London?
I'm quite happy with 2 hours to Manchester. I think you need a little bit of time to prepare yourself for going up north.
I don't like this fast train because I don't like being early. I'm going to... You know, because it takes an hour, you're going to be early, you're just going to be hanging about. Get a slow one, keep warm.
I don't think you will be early because it's not going to be built for 20 years.
Yeah. 2033, isn't it?
Yes, it's going to be finished in 2033.
I thought we'd be teleporting by then. If I haven't got jetpacks, I don't want to be alive, let alone clinging on for life in a super fast buffet car, like.
They're saying it's for like European business people though, that are coming over. But surely if you've had like a flight from Moscow, you're not going to land and then go, how much to Manchester? 2 hours. Fuck me, I'll go back.
Where's he going back to?
Don't know.
Is it really going to go 260 miles an hour?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
It's a shame because you're not going to be able to stick your head out the window anymore. It'd be too dangerous. I used to love doing that. I did it all the way from Cardiff to Bangor once. God knows how many insects I ate, but I was...
Too fast, isn't it?
Too fast.
You'll have to change train impressions for kids. Like, it can't go... Won't do that, will it? It'll just go...
That won't be as good.
It wasn't that long ago that they binned Concorde, which was really quick getting to the States because it cost too much money. But now they've decided to spend 30 billion just to go to Manchester.
Are you saying we should get Concords to Manchester?
We get 30 billion, yeah.
Well, for that kind of money, I mean, there's other things we could spend that money on, aren't there? I mean, it's a huge amount.
Yeah.
We could have a free bar on the train for 20 years.
Instead of building a train line, why don't they have that thing in supermarkets where they send the money down a tube? That thing where the money pops up in a tube. That's so quick. Why don't they just build one of those? Those things in supermarkets, those things, they come up in a tube and it's like a plastic thing and they open it and they put all the money in and then it goes doof, and then it appears somewhere else. So they put the money in, they screw it, and then they pop in a tube, poof, it's gone. Literally seconds, and then you can hear somebody in the distance going, oh. Why not a massive one of those?
Shoot people out of cannons.
I don't think that's practical, Joe.
All right, not one then, 3.
3 cannons.
One to Totten, then change, get another cannon. Leeds, it's like a 20-minute wait there.
And then get another cannon.
And then another cannon there.
I could see that if there's a problem, like a cannon replacement service.
Yeah. An idea.
OK, let's see if the new high-speed rail line is one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, the most talked about thing. The government have unveiled plans for a new high-speed rail line. It said it will cost £32.7 billion, or $35 billion if you get a return. John, Rachel, Chris, what else will the nation be talking about this week?
Super Mario's off.
Super Mario's off. Stinks.
So this is Mario Balotelli, and he's... Go on, tell me the story.
He's off. He was a troublemaker at City. He had a bit of a ruck with Mancini a little while ago, and he's off to AC Milan.
I don't think he's that bad, really. I think the rest of the footballers are weird. I don't think he's the weirdo. If you're a 22-year-old millionaire, why aren't they all acting like him? Let's be honest, he's the normal one. The rest of them going, oh, yeah, it was good, yeah, bought a new pencil case today, I'm excited. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be going mental. I'd have a cape. I'd wear a cape constantly. Everything. I'd go crazy.
You can afford a cape.
Yeah, but I can't pull it off.
Why do you think that capes are incredibly expensive? I mean, you're on telly quite a lot, Chris. You could get a cape. I'll buy you a cape.
That's why I came.
He does some strange things. Mario's mum once sent him to John Lewis to pick up an ironing board. He came back with a scale electric, a quad bike and a trampoline.
He's like Tom Hanks in Big.
He's amazing. This is great. Days after signing to City, Balotelli crashed his car on the way to training, and when the police asked him why he had £5,000 in cash on him, he replied, "Because I am rich."
He's a lunatic. If he wasn't a professional footballer, he'd just be in the park shouting at ducks.
It'd be nice for you to have some company.
He's just said to all his friends, hasn't he, now he's left, go to my home and take what you want.
So he said, I'm going away to Milan, so I want you to just take everything, except my pants.
Yeah, except my undies, that's right.
Yeah, he said, don't take my pants,
I'm
but
the
take everything
opposite.
else.
When I have friends over, I insist they take a pair with them.
So Balotelli's girlfriend has said that she'll come and visit him in Milan because she said that Manchester was too remote.
She'll change her mind when that new train track's built, Jimmy. All the supermodels will come crawling back when they can get to Towton in the Midlands. Coming back with their knickers round their ankles. Isn't that a phrase, though? You'll be back with your knickers round... Is that
tail in between your legs?
It's definitely not a phrase.
Is it not tail between your legs?
I think it's John, I think it sounds better in the original Latin. Quaes testos retonos per an inscription above a church. You'll be back with your knickers round your ankles. Oh, man.
It's exciting, though, isn't it, football? Transfer deadline day. Because it happens in comedy as well. I got a last-minute bid from Loose Women today, but failed the medical.
Deadline day for me. I've got some chicken in my fridge that goes out of date tomorrow.
QPR will have it. They bought everything else. Oh, it's a real one for the aficionados. Well done there. That is men who've been clicking refresh on BBC Sport all day that got that job.
There's another big transfer story.
Beckham. He's not going to Arsenal.
Let's list the clubs he's not going to.
He's not going to Preston.
Is he not going to Preston?
I know where he's going.
Well, do you know where's he going?
He's going to Paris.
Yes. The incredible thing about this, so David Beckham has signed for Paris Saint-Germain, and he's donating his entire £150,000 a week salary to a children's charity.
Wanker.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
He wants to be Sir David Beckham.
Is
That's
that
what
bad?
It's about.
It's a children's charity.
In my book, that's evil.
Whoa.
It's wrong. It should be stopped now. Stop him with his evil, conniving, giving money, all his wages to charity schemes. What the fuck's he playing? Don't pretend that there's not a bigger agenda here. Say something.
He was obviously pissed when he said it.
Beckham apparently is going to move into this mansion, and it's got a panic room, otherwise known as the library.
Should we have a look and see whether the transfer window is one of the most talked about things this week?
Yep.
Yes, it was transfer deadline day yesterday. Manchester City striker Mario Balotelli has moved to AC Milan. David Beckham has signed for French club PSG. If you're watching, David, be careful what you eat in France. They recently found some beef DNA in their horse burgers. OK, fingers on buzzers. One thing still to get.
Well, I like the Iranian space launch. The Iranians have sent a monkey into space. Which obviously people are worried about the animal rights. They wanted to check it was safe for the monkey, so they sent a woman up first. Well, she got the bloody thing back. She couldn't park it, could she? So... These are jokes at the expense of the Iranian policy on women, not my views, which happen to be the same.
The Iranians have sent a monkey into space. Do you want to have a look at the rocket?
Dodgy looking that. It looks like it was made on Blue Peter about 20 years ago.
How many monkeys must be dead in space? Like, over the years? Because we're laughing at Iran because they're Mars, but we were sending monkeys up for years. In America, they died. The only person who could make it sound less tragic is Brian Cox. If he did, space is literally full of dead monkeys. Just floating on.
I'd love a monkey.
You'd love a monkey?
Yeah. No, like little finger monkeys. Have you seen the finger monkeys? Sorry to digress.
What's a finger monkey?
They're a tiny monkey, like a marmoset, and they just sit in your finger. They're so cute.
A monkey the size of your finger?
If you're a bit peckish, a little snack. They're a bit like little nuggets, little monkey nuggets.
They're like...
Basically, just stick them in the chip fat fryer, straight down.
Well, Iran sending a monkey into space is not one of the most talked about things, but Iran have sent a primate into space. Desolate, barren and dangerous. The monkey was relieved to get out of Iran and into that rocket. OK, fingers on buzzers.
The residence test for, you know,
the citizenship exam.
Test.
Go on.
Yeah, they've created a new citizenship test.
And, they have different sections, so to prove that you're kind of, you know, that you're valid here or whatever, you know, things like there's a television section, so you have to say that you watch Coronation Street and Strictly and God knows, seriously.
And Morecambe and Wise.
And Morecambe and Wise, your knowledge on telly, honestly.
Well, that's our culture. I think it's valid.
Well, it was 30 years ago. I mean, who's setting the questions? UK Gold?
OK, so I've got some questions here from the test. Which landmark is a prehistoric monument which still stands in the English county of Wiltshire?
Anne Widdecombe.
Near enough, Stonehenge. Who is the patron saint of Scotland?
Aye. Who is the patron saint of Scotland? Good old who? Aye. Who?
But they've got questions specifically for people coming from Eastern Europe. Why is this tap dripping?
They are doing a campaign to try and sort of stop people coming over, which I'm proud to say I'm going to be the face of.
And that was
The most amazing thing I read this week is it said from the census they found out that 140,000 people can't speak English. But how did they fill the census in?
Really badly.
It was saying that our second language now in this country is Polish.
Yeah, no, they said that in the paper, but the Daily Mail wrote this massive thing going, our second language is now Polish, like they're angry about it. Our second language is always going to be a foreign language, Daily Mail.
When you're talking about the Daily Mail...
They said that in London there was like 100 languages listed as main languages that weren't English. And none of them contained please, thank you, excuse me.
Because it's friendly up north.
I hate it when Northerners moan about London. They're always going, oh, it's not very
My
friendly
daughter
down on the
lives
tube.
here
It's not
and
very
loves
friendly
it.
on the tube. You think, it's
Oh,
a
come
tube
on.
train, you're going somewhere. It's not a bleeding carnival.
Come on.
Going to work!
I don't want to meet Mary Poppins or Dick Van Dyke, but you want someone to give you a smile, don't you?
I totally agree with Sean. I don't want people taunting us on public transport. The Tube is the way it should be in London. The Tube just mimics London life perfectly. Just get on, look at the floor, go home, wait to die. That's how it feels. I love the fact that someone could burst into flames on the Tube, and all you'd get is a couple of people looking up from a Kindle going, prick.
Should we have a look and see if this is up there? Yes, the government is to introduce a new citizenship test. Personally, I think if you've got the stamina, determination and willpower to hang on to the underside of a lorry for 18 hours, fuck the test, welcome to Britain. So at the end of that round, Sean, Joe and Tina have 2 points. John, Rachel and Chris have 1. So our next round is Pick of the Polls. Sean, Tina, Joe, pick a question.
The bored-looking lady.
OK, here's your related question. Most people secretly want to do another job, true or false?
I'd say 99.9% of people would like to change their job.
I would.
What do you think your true calling is? What's your true calling?
I'd love to be a tax inspector.
I've never...
I've been working on my knock. Listen to my knock.
I don't know what a tax inspector's not. I've never met one, so I don't know.
You ever see T-shirts? You know the jobs you see on T-shirts, like beer taster general. I'd like to be that, or boob inspector. Leader of the Pussy Patrol. Those jobs. Can you actually get those jobs?
I ain't giving that job up. You'll have to wrestle me for it. It took me years to get to be leader of the Pussy Patrol.
And if you've got a missing cat, you can contact her.
What about you, Joe? Bet you'd like a different job, wouldn't you?
Toss up between a dinner lady or a falconer. Either or.
Dinner lady?
Yeah. Yes, I would.
I think there's absolutely zero chance that Joe would ever pass the CRB check to make a dinner lady.
I'd quite like to be a sniper. I've bought the bits and pieces already, so...
In an official capacity, or like for the army, or do you think in a...
freelance.
Tina, what do you think you would do if you had a job?
Probably be a... I'd like to be a diving instructor. No, a politician, to be honest.
Politician?
Quite seriously, yeah.
That'd be a great job to have. What would you do, John, if you weren't doing this?
I'd quite like to be a milkman. I'm a real buzz at giving people milk. But in my experience, unless you've got the uniform, it's weird. You just knock on someone's door with some milk and go, there you go.
If I couldn't do this, I'd like to be a zookeeper. But I wouldn't touch any shit.
I've got a friend who's a zookeeper, and it is an amazing job.
I've got a friend
Is this true? Really?
He's got a dangerous wild animal rescue facility in Woking. It's a little house in Essex. There's an emu, and he gave me an emu egg, which looks like a dino egg. It's bright green, and I made an omelette out of it the other day.
Oh. Well, that's...
Oh,
sorry, is this a rescue centre for the animals?
It's a,
'Cause
yeah.
if you're eating
it's
some
an
of them...
emu. No, it's an emu
We didn't
egg.
get the funding we were hoping for, so...
Well, Beaky hasn't got a boyfriend, so you're not eating it wouldn't be an emu because it's not fertilised. It's just an egg. It's
Go
just
very
like
nicely with the leopard bacon.
I'm sorry, let's get some answers on this. So, most people secretly want to do another job, true or false? You're going to go... True! True. John?
We think it's true.
OK, I can tell you the answer is true. 54% of people secretly want to do another job. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here's your question. Most annoying thing couples do? Well, let's go to our specialist on this. John, what is the most annoying thing that loving couples do?
It's when they finish each other's...
sentences.
What pisses me off about my male friends is they... Because couples is great, isn't it, when you're in a relationship, but then men feel this obligation to pretend she won't let him come out, when really they just don't want to say to their mates, I'd rather watch a film and shag.
Yeah.
And listen to you moan on about your life. But they go, yeah, I'd love to calm down a boozer, but she won't fucking let up.
Yeah.
Just say it. Your relationship is better than your friendship with me. I'll take it. I don't give a shit.
Thing is, John, they're not even watching a DVD or having sex. They'd just rather not go out with you.
That's a lie. That's a lie. They are watching a DVD because I'm watching through their window. You can change your plans, but I'll still be there, whether you know it.
Is it when they get captured by Somalian pirates? That's annoying. Oh, God. How long is this going to drag on for?
And they're away for months and they want to whip round and... Oh.
You're a couple. You don't go round the Horn of Africa. What are you thinking?
What do you think, Joe?
They're quicker on pedalos.
What do you think, Tina? Most annoying thing couples do?
Lie to each other.
It's not annoying, is it? It's essential.
So you're newly married, right? You've been married less than a year.
Yep.
Do you ever get the sense you're annoying other people? When you go out to dinner in a restaurant, do you talk to each other?
Yeah.
That
When we
annoys
go
me.
out as a couple, though, he can't get a word in edgeways. He's quite quiet.
I'm like that with my husband.
Oh.
He can't get a word in. He's in the hotel at the moment, hungover.
He's in the hotel hungover?
Yeah, it was my birthday yesterday.
Right. And he drank through that, did he?
Sure he did, sure. What really annoys me about couples is when they don't refuse to put an offer in on any of the villas in Place in the Sun. And Tom and Tina have decided not to make an offer on any of the properties we've seen. I just watched you look at 5 properties. What was wrong with that kitchen? You can paint it, you stupid bastard. You're wasting everyone's time.
What do you think, Chris? What's the most annoying thing couples do?
Ask you to join in.
No, they do not do that.
Not let you join in?
Correct.
Is it argue in public?
That's the right thing.
Yes.
Yes, the most annoying thing that couples do is argue in front of other people. My dad had an amazing technique to avoid arguments in our house. He left when I was 2. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show. And I can tell you it's a draw. Everyone's a winner. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. If you want more, tune in to 8 Out of 10 Cats Uncut on Wednesday. That's it from us. Good night.
On 8 Out of 10 Cats, she's the one. It's Alex Jones. The Beard and the Wonderful. It's Joe Wilkinson. And their team captain, John Richardson. And facing them tonight, shut up, you slag. It's Danny Dyer. His legs go on for miles. It's Miles Jupp. And their team captain, Sean Locke. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy
Welcome to 8 Out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 1 in 5 women have been offended by a partner calling them curvy? On behalf of men everywhere, I'd just like to say, sorry, fatty. 79% of pet owners sleep with their pets. But be careful, the last time I did, when I woke up, my duvet was soaking wet and my goldfish was dead. And 12% of adults regularly get sucked into money-making schemes. I got sucked into a money-making scheme. I made 50 quid, and to be honest, it didn't taste half as bad as I expected. Right, let's get started.
What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. Tonight, it's our panellists' job to guess what the British public think are the top 3 most intriguing, unexplained phenomena. Sean's team. What are the weird, strange things that people are interested in?
Oh.
What do you think?
UFOs. UFOs.
Yes.
I think he's saying UFOs.
UFO. Here we go, straight away.
UFO, well, the unidentified flying object. I've always thought unidentified flying object. As soon as they identify it, then it's just a flying object. And then if it lands, it's just an O. No, you believe in UFOs, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah, I've seen them.
You've seen them? What did you see when you saw them?
Well, I see a fucking UFO, didn't I? I don't know what it was, but it was flying about. It wasn't a helicopter, it wasn't a plane, it was a UFO.
Could it have been a kite?
Might have been a kite. I think it's ridiculous to think we're the only things out there, and it's depressing if we are, no? Do you know what I mean? We're the most intelligent things out there.
Well, not you
Not
specifically.
me specifically.
We walked into that.
Miles, do you believe in aliens?
I'm not sure. I'm just not impressed by the fact that UFOs tend to be saucers. You just think that they evolve in some way. If you think about, you know, the changes that, for instance, the potato peeler has gone through in that time. I sort of imagine things from another planet might have developed their means of getting around a little bit more.
It's the fact that when they get here, they always probe us and have sex with us. Makes me think they probably come all the time, but we're just like Marbella. It's just where they come to get off with you. You want it work for you? Take your probe. I love it.
That's that weird. I mean, I think I've got little dogs that I bought recently, and we bring them to the vet about once every 3 weeks. And the vet, as soon as he sees my dogs, just goes, "Better put my finger up his bum." It must be a similar kind of thing. Maybe they're just a higher life form. They're trying to look out for us. Going,
You mean take the V off vet and you got ET? Yeah.
If aliens do land, I'd quite like to be the person that greets them off the spaceship.
I think the chances of you being elected to that post.
Well, I'd actually make a very good ambassador for the planet, actually, Jimmy.
What would you say when you met the
Well,
alien?
for a start, I'm polite. I know. I'd lay on a buffet. And my mum's got a car, so if they need driving about, happy to do it.
You do have the look of someone who's been abducted. They usually
Yeah.
they go for your type.
No one believes us.
Well, that's the other thing I was thinking is if you had been abducted, you can't prove it, can you?
No, I can't.
You can only say you've been abducted.
Have you had people on the One Show about? You must have covered
We
UFOs.
have, yeah. I mean, Olivia Newton-John swears that she's seen a UFO.
Case closed.
But so, hang on, no. So has Peter Andre and Katie Price.
Danny, you went to America and you properly went in and saw footage of these.
I went and see a geezer called Stan Romanek.
Right.
Who's been abducted since he was a kid. I sound like such a prick talking about this.
No, it's interesting. It's interesting stuff.
Listen,
So-
and he's been abducted since he was a kid, and he showed me some mad shit. All right.
What did he show you? Because I saw the documentary.
He showed me an alien poking his head through a window.
You can't argue with that.
Honestly, I don't know what to say.
What can you say? You can
It
just
popped
go...
his little nut up over the window. Had a look at him, he screams. He showed me another one.
But what was the other one?
The other one was in his kitchen, this one, it's got in. And you see its fingers come around the door frame, right long fingers.
Right.
They could come around, and then it's got a massive nut, this one. It's big, bigger than the other one.
Right. And then what? Did it say anything? Did it have a message?
No, it didn't say fuck all, just looked at him. And, you know, I'm going to fuck off home, I think.
OK, well, let's have a look and see if UFOs are up there. The number one thing. Yes, UFOs. I once found myself surrounded by these strange, misshapen humanoids. I didn't know what to say, so I just said the first thing that popped into my head. Hello, Norwich. Johnson, what do you think are the other most intriguing, unexplained phenomenon?
It's got to be ghosts.
It's got to be ghosts.
Do you believe in ghosts?
100%.
100%. Have you seen a ghost?
I'm going to sound a little bit mental now, though, aren't I?
Don't
panic.
panic.
Babe, listen, you're sweet.
I I do feel better, in fairness, because you've been through it first.
Go on, what happened?
Third date with current boyfriend. And we went to a tapas restaurant on the King's Road in London.
Right.
And we had drinks. Anyway, and I thought, weird, the restaurant's really empty, but yet there's a girl sat right next door to you. And I didn't say anything. After a while, I got my menu and went, it's weird, loads of room. Why is she sitting next to you? And he was like, what? And literally, he swears that there was nobody there. I swear there was a girl there wearing a check shirt and a denim jacket.
Alex, this could be a career-ending appearance for you.
Alex,
over the BBC, they're going, ooh.
You must have pulled some moves when you got back, because I don't get many dates, but I still think if I was on one and the girl saw a dead girl sat next to me, I'll call you, I'm going to move away from the country.
Miles, do you believe in ghosts?
On the basis of some of the facts we've heard tonight, I think they must exist.
I sometimes practice being a ghost.
Tell me more.
So, in the next life, I won't be shit at it. That'd be embarrassing, you know? So I do different things to practice. I move stuff, slam doors. Occasionally, I stand at the end of a stranger's bed while they sleep. Practice, get it right, you know, for when the time comes.
Yeah.
Dress up as a small girl, chill out in a tapas restaurant, see what happens.
Danny, I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask whether you've seen a ghost. I'm merely.
I've seen one.
I'm not going to ask Danny because I'm just going to show this.
It's basically this long alleyway with a big wall outside and a big fence outside, right? And this was about three bells in the morning. Jumped over, me and my pal, walking along, a bit paranoid, and we saw someone walking towards us. And we thought, well, I don't want to bring it on top, turn around and go the other way. We'll just keep walking, you know what I mean? Kept walking, getting closer, nut down, didn't really want to look. As he's got closer, it was a monk. A monk with all the gear on and all that. It was a mad bit, so I didn't really pipe that much, you know what I mean? I thought, yeah, all right, sweet, he looks like a bit of a fat. If we ever have it on our toes, we'll be able to get away from him. So anyways, walked past this monk, and no word of a lie, I'd say 10 seconds later, we looked round, the was gone. There was an old monastery round there, we later found out, right? Now, I wish now, looking back on it, I'd have had a right pipe at his boat. Because it was obviously a ghost. I wish I'd have studied the a bit more and just took it in more. But I swear to God, it was a old pit. It was quite a life out of me, to be honest with you. It was nuts for a long time.
Good, right? Danny, do you still regret not having more of a pipe at his boat?
I do. I swear, well, listen, right, there's three alternatives, right? Right, it was a monk.
Wandering around in the middle of the night.
Right, which is knocking about, right?
Yeah.
It was like a fat geezer dressed as a monk, fit as a fiddle that could jump over a 20-foot wall. Or I was off me fucking nuts.
OK, let's have a look and see if ghosts are up there. Yes, ghosts! I wrote a book about poltergeists, and I'm pleased to say it's literally flying off the shelves. OK, what other unexplained phenomenon are up there? Sean's team.
The Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster.
I can tell you facts about the Loch Ness Monster. It was first spotted in 1934.
Yeah, see, I think, you know, I think that's like...
What do you think, Tom?
I've seen it, and...
What I want to know was, what was Nessie doing in the East End?
I went up there, you know, she's fucking off, look, where's she going?
There's nobody there, Danny.
No, I don't believe in that one. That's one I don't believe in. I believe in everything else, but I'm not having that. I'm not having that Nessie bollocks.
Well, over 1,000 people claim they've seen the Loch Ness Monster.
You can go to Loch Ness any time, and they say, "Oh, you should have come here yesterday. Nessie was out in Holland and Barrett baying zinc tablets."
Well, Loch Ness has got it's got a Facebook page, so it must have gone to an internet cafe at some point.
That's a photo from 1934. I mean, that's irrefutable, isn't it?
I think it's a synchronised swimmer. That's what it is, synchronised swimming.
Well, the Loch Ness Monster is not up there. OK, John Steen, what other unexplained phenomenon, mystery phenomenon, strange and wonderful things do people find fascinating?
Psychics.
Psychics? Have you ever visited a psychic?
8 times.
8 times?
Again, don't let this steer you in any direction as to whether I'm nuts or not.
So what did they tell you?
Oh, lots of different stuff, but I think the most weird one was when I was walking out of Boots, you know, Boots, and... You know, Boots. So I'm walking out of Boots, and this sort of deranged-looking woman comes towards me. She said, "You must buy a crystal." I went, "Oh, I'm all right."
She didn't have a check shirt on, did she?
She was older. She said, "You must buy a crystal." And I said, "Oh, I'm all right. I don't want a crystal." And she said, "Well, I'll give you the crystal." I said, "Well, all right." And she said, "It's good luck." And she said, "You've got to ditch that boyfriend of yours. He's very handsome, but you've got to get rid of him. He's no good for you. Next boyfriend, look for somebody with a J in the surname." Sure enough, 2 weeks later, new man, J in the surname.
That's what you doing what you're told.
No! See, she searched me out to give me that information. They look after you. John, don't look like that.
It was the she searched me out thing. Afterwards.
There was a lot of people in Boots, and she could have picked anybody, but she was drawn to me and gave me... And these people don't give crystals away willy-nilly.
I recently visited a psychic, and he could tell that I was unsuccessful with women and sometimes got mistaken for being homeless just by looking at me. That's weird.
That is crazy kind of powers. Danny, do you believe in psychics?
I done that Sally Morgan, and I was sort of open to it, and she wanted to meet me at a dog track.
Of course.
Cockney and all that. So I spent about 2 hours with her, and I'll tell you what, the bollocks coming out of her mouth, right? Because she went, right, do you know what, I'm going to do something I never do. Right. I'm going to tell you what dog is going to win the next race.
What did she say, greyhound?
What? So, listen, she told me what one it was. I put a time down on it, £100, Jimmy, right?
Sure, I'm with you.
The fucking thing come last.
Let's have a look and see if psychics are up there. Yes, psychics. Whenever Most Haunted's on, it does make me wonder, what's on the other side? So at the end of that round, it's 1 point to Sean's team and 2 points for John's team. Our next round is Pick of the Polls. John, Alex, Joe, what do you like the look of?
We'll have Lady Gaga.
OK. Most people would rather wear something practical than look cool. True or false? What do you think?
Well, it's all about looking cool for me. Like under this, I'm wearing quite expensive lingerie. It's impractical, but I feel great.
Gives you the support you need.
No, it doesn't. It's the opposite. It's right up my arse.
But I think it is age dependent. People, you know, maybe, got to be careful here, 40?
I'm 40, yeah.
Downwards, go for, you know, look cool.
Have you seen the two guys you're sitting with? Do you suffer for fashion? Do you wear heels? Do you wear uncomfortable things to look good?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have a heel, if there's heels available.
If there's heels available, you have a heel.
But I also like a flat Converse.
I really want to say I've got a rocket in my pocket in your accent.
Do it.
I got a rocket in my pocket.
Danny, would you rather be practical or look cool?
Try a bit of both. I can't be fucked wearing a suit and all that, do you know what I mean? Can't do a tie.
Can't do a tie?
No, I can't do a tie. That's embarrassing, isn't it?
Oi!
Go on, mate, do him.
Yeah.
Well, this is the fight we've been waiting for.
You fucking giving it the big one? What's going on over here? What's happening here?
Yeah, mate, you're giving it the big one. He's a dickhead.
There does come a time in a man's life when he goes, yeah, slippers, come on.
No, I've got a pair of slippers. What about that?
What have you gone for? Have you gone for the Ugg slipper?
I've gone for a moccasin, I'm old school.
Moccasin? I hadn't really considered a moccasin.
But don't put the whole moccasin on, just, like, you know, push the back of it down so it's more of a flip-flop.
You're exactly right.
So you can just sort of slip your trotters into them, you know what I mean? Like,
slip your trotters in, yeah?
And shuffle about, you know. When you need to kick them off and have a lay down, you ain't got to fuck about with, you know, taking them off. Why the fucking hell am I talking about moccasins?
Miles, would you say you're a slave to fashion?
Yeah, I mean, for instance, what young Danny was just talking about with regards to his slippers, I have a very similar attitude towards my espadrilles in the summer. Always keep the backs down, certainly.
Well, both practical and cool. I mean,
it's not practical. No, we're all having a laugh, but they come off when you're going downstairs. Fine when you're going upstairs, and then you go off the first step, your bloody slipper slides down the stairs.
Who says I'm planning to go up or downstairs? Maybe I've moved into a bungalow to be safer.
Sean, what do you think? Practical? Do you go practical now?
Now?
Well, I mean, for the show, you tend to, you know, you dress down a little bit, but heels and...
It's a liberty, that. He's dressed down. I think, well, it's a strong top he's got on now.
Yes, yeah. He's got a strong top.
I mean, you can do the old collars up a bit, I think. You know what I mean? Have a pair of bollocks about you, fucking...
That better.
You look like you're ready for a tear-up now, you know what I mean? Like...
Oh, crikey. My tailor always says it's very important to have a pair of bollocks about you.
Let's get some answers on this. So what do you think? Most people would rather wear something practical than look cool, true or false? What do you think? You think true, you think practical is the way forward. OK, what do you think, John?
False.
We think false.
People like to look cool. OK, well, I can tell you, the answer is true. 73% of people would rather wear something practical than look cool. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your question. Top thing people learn from TV shows. Alex, what do you think you've learned on the One Show? Because you have interesting people on every day.
I don't know. Well, you know, things that don't really help you in real life.
Go on. Such as?
Such as seagulls live till they're 40, potentially. Too long.
It's too long for a seagull.
2 types of tidal energy.
Well, in and out.
Yeah, no. You do learn a lot, but sometimes when I'm not sure, I make things up.
Do you?
Only very, I mean, few and far between, Jimmy, but I can't, hand on heart, say 100% all the facts are correct.
I want to go on this one show. Do you think they'll have me on there or what?
Danny, you're welcome.
You should get Danny to do an investigation for you, because you often get people in to do reports. He'd be amazing. He's done reports before.
No, I want to be the main guest. I don't want to get palmed off for the 5 minutes.
Baby steps, Danny, baby steps. We've got to build up towards that.
I'd rather see them carry on with Giles Brandreth doing it, but you get to direct and write the script. Giles Brandreth having to say, now, I've come here to try on these cardigans, but she's fucking mugging me off.
Miles, have you learnt anything from TV?
Yeah, from television I've learnt the ease with which Postman Pat can be distracted from his round has dire implications for the overall efficiency of the Royal Mail. It's a worrying trend.
And he gets involved in other people's problems, doesn't he?
He's nosy. He's nosy.
He thinks he's been helpful, but...
Stop chasing cats. Deliver my fucking letters.
Busy wasn't he?
I think you've really...
Good postman and all that, lovely little cat, but one busy you know?
Oh, cool. Sean, have you learned anything else from television? I mean, other than the recent revelations.
I just can't wait to bump into an animator somewhere saying, what are you working on? He goes, this new show called Busy
Joe, have you learned anything from television?
The only thing I've learned is that people on X Factor who say, I know I've got the X Factor, don't tend to have the X Factor.
OK, top thing people learn from TV shows.
Is it that chefs For some strange reason, chefs are allowed to swear. You know, you can't swear on gardening shows or property shows. I've never heard Kevin McLeod halfway through Grand Designs go, winter's drawing in, and they still haven't got the fucking roof on. This is when you need to swear. That's worth swearing for, not because some broccoli's overcooked. They haven't got a roof. But then Gordon does need to swear. He's obviously got issues. You don't get those lines in your face worrying about roast potatoes, do you?
Well, you got pretty close to it.
Chefs, cooking.
It's the right answer. Yes, the top thing people learn from TV shows are cooking tips. The best thing about my girlfriend's cooking is I know exactly what I'm going to get. Gastroenteritis. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are John, Alex and Joe have 2 points, Sean, Danny and Miles are the winners with 3 points. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. If you want more, tune in to 8 Out of 10 Cats Uncut on Wednesday. That's it from us. Good night. I hope you enjoyed those clips. If you want to watch full episodes of 8 Out of 10 Cats, then you can on my YouTube channel. Just, search for it on YouTube and you'll find it, because it's there.